So let's do a little Q&A. This is the part where you get to ask me anything. Tell me what your problems are. Tell me what your struggles are. And I'm going to help walk you through the solution. Okay? I was supposed to go out tonight with either my man or my best friend. They both dubbed me. And so I was like, you know what? It's fine. I'm going to go to my people that always want to hang out with me all the time. You know what I mean? I just taught myself how to put a face beat. You like it? Might be a little too rosy on the cheeks on this side, but we're going to work on it. But I think I did good. Y'all think I did good? It looks good, right? Thank you. Thank you. So I want to chat with y'all about your struggle. Hey, Holiday. I want to talk with you about your struggle. So grab a drink. It's time to pull it up, pull it up. Watch it all fall out. Pull it up, pull it up. Let's go. If you know, you know. Hello, season's greetings. If you know, you know. Somebody grab your drink. Grab your drink. And let's pull it up, pull it up. Let me take my AirPod out. All right, let's get into it. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. My struggle is my man died yesterday. Oh my God. That's like a horrible way to kick this off. But my heart goes out to you, sis. I couldn't imagine losing Papa. I couldn't imagine what that would be like and what that would feel like. Like, I cannot imagine. I would advise you to stay away from the alcohol. Don't let me gas you up like this is the solution, because it's not. But let me just tell you, prayer, girl. This is the time right now where you got to just literally lean into prayers. And I'm going to pray for you tonight. Like, Father God, I ask that you lift up our friend. You know, all of my followers are my family, and I couldn't imagine losing one of my family. So I just ask that you uplift her right now, that you give her some space for peace, some clarity in her thoughts, that you give her an outlet to express herself, and keep her safe. Keep her safe. Allow this to be an avenue that she gets closer to you, Father God. Ugh, that's terrible. I'm so sorry, sis. I really am. I really am. All right, so I am here to help you. So I need you to tell me what's up with the what's up. What's your biggest struggle? I dropped a big sale today for $47. Gave y'all the chance to go tap the link in the bio and get you a little classy class for super cheap. I don't know if you did it or not, but now that's coquito. That's it right there. Okay. My problem is I'm looking for $35,000 before Monday to sort my school bills. Girl, bye. Come on, you should have thought about that a while ago. I'm sorry, but that's just, I can't help you with that. I'm not a magic fairy. Coach, what is that saying? You say you'll be seen even when people don't want to see you. Yes, yes. Absolutely. My ex started following all my followers and family members on social media. Why would he do something like that? Trying to keep up on your tabs. Trying to keep up on your tabs, sis. You know what I mean? Trying to keep up on the tabs. Yes, I've been getting my lashes done. I went a little heavy because I'm supposed to do a TV appearance. I don't know if it's going to happen now or not, because I still didn't get my flight info. So we'll see. But my struggle is wanting a man when I do need one. I'm not sure what that means. Yeah, it'll be easier to read if, thank you, Jasmine, if you drop them in the Dropbox. So here's the thing, right? For the ladies that's like, I need $35,000 by Monday. Like, sis, it's Saturday. Like, I understand that God does miracles, but like, come on. Like, here's the thing. If you haven't done anything to accumulate even $5,000, if you haven't put the pedal to the metal to, you know, put yourself on the map and get some money and like figure it out on your own first, nobody's gonna just bless you with $35,000. Like, nobody, not even a man is gonna be like, oh, you need my help? Here's 35,000. Because the men that I teach women to date and meet are the men that see you doing something for yourself. You know what I mean? You get what I'm saying? Still a little bit strong. Needs a little more coquito in there. That's a little still strong a little bit. Ooh, child. So, like, there is too many different ways to get money out here. Knowledge is the new currency. So if you're not helping yourself, do not expect a man to help you. Do not expect somebody to come to your rescue. Do not expect somebody to want to help you, because they're not going to want to. You know what I mean? So let's get into it. Let's really get into it. I feel like hold on, I'm missing something here. Oops. Hold on. Oh, here we go. Here we go. We can't have a live without the light. You know what I'm saying? You can't have the light. Yes, desk. Elevate. Okay, now we're ready. Let me put on my, put the questions in the question box and I'm going to answer them. Let me put on my mirror. Boom. So you can see it's not just a luxury, it's a lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? Okay, here we go. Let's get into it. Let's get into the tea. What are good sites to meet serious sugar daddies? I don't help ladies meet sugar daddies. So that was my old life. I don't help them meet sugar daddies. I help ladies curate real relationships with wealthy provider men. So they're not searching for sugar daddies. They're not hunting the internet for somebody to pay their bills. We're past that point. You know what I'm saying? Like, we are way past that point, and we have moved on to bigger and better things like real relationships with real men. You know what I mean? You feel me on that? Thank you. I finally figured out I'm better off by myself. I'm walking away from a relationship after finding out some information, but I'm realizing I actually need a man beside me at all times. No, you don't. How do I get to a space that I don't need them beside me? I can financially support myself, but it's just the intimacy, the holding, the cuddling. Get a dog. No, all jokes aside, sis, get a dog. Like, here's the thing, right? When you feel like you need a man, men have the ability to use you. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you feel like you need a man, he's going to feel like you need him too. And he's going to do everything in his power to use and abuse that privilege. The fact that he knows that you need him, you know what I mean? And that all you need from him is his affection, baby, he's going to take advantage of that so fast, men can smell that a mile away. Victim. You know what I mean? They're like, victim. Got her. And so the last thing you want to do is make a man feel like all he has to do is show up and cuddle on you. Let me say this. You do not need a man. What you need is a puppy. Because, baby, we don't need a man. We just want one. You know what I'm saying? You don't need a man. You want one. Now, once you have a man, you should need him, right? He should feel needed. He should feel like there's a reason why he's in your life. There is value. He holds value in your life. You understand what I'm saying? He should feel needed. However, a man that you are just beginning to date, you do not need him. You shouldn't feel like you need him. He should feel like you need him, but you shouldn't feel like you need him. You know what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? Why do you suggest a pet? Unpopular opinion. People love for their pet in replace of what a significant other should do is weird and cringy, but for a lot of people, that's their go-to. Because a puppy, every time you come in the house, it's going to be happy to see you. Even when you yell at it, it's going to be happy to see you. They don't talk back. They don't cheat on you. They're never going to leave you to go be with the neighbor or somebody else. Like, a puppy helps you heal. A puppy helps you love and understand, like, what conditional love means, right? Because that puppy might love you unconditionally, but there's no such thing as unconditional love unless it's from the father. So it teaches you about conditional and unconditional love. That dog, you could beat it, you could not feed it, you could ignore it for days at a time, and it's still gonna love you. It's still gonna be like, oh my God, I love you so much. Every time you come in the door, I'm so happy to see you. I love you. But let that dog start tearing up your shit. Let that dog start pissing on your couch and shitting on your pillowcase and tearing your stuff up in the house and snatching your food off the table and growling at everybody that comes in that you try to bring company. Let that happen, and you'll see how quickly there's a condition on you loving your dog. And we should have them same conditions when it comes to men. So you could think it's cringy, and that's fine, because you must not have a pet and you never had a pet. Or maybe you just don't like animals. I don't know. Or maybe you just want to have an opinion and you want to be heard. Whatever your reasoning is yours. You're entitled to it. However, the coach was asked, how do I feel like I stopped needing a man? You get a dog and you begin to love yourself. You begin to show yourself grace. You begin to date yourself. You begin to set a standard for what love looks like for you. And it's not just love and it's not just affection and coddling. Get a best friend. Because if I was sick or crying or my man left me, my best friend would be over here right now curled up with me. It's okay, baby. Holding me. I love you. It's okay. It's okay. You don't need him. You don't need him. You know what I mean? So, what jobs or information do you have for single mothers that want to work from home? Put that in the comments. Put that in the chat box so I can answer it. My struggle is knowing better but feeling bad doing so and nervous with change. I usually stay where I'm comfortable at, even when it doesn't serve me the way I once did, but it's not what I'm used to. But it's what I'm used to. Post it in the chat. I have 2 dogs. I just felt like he was the one since things aligned for us to be together again. But I get it. The thing is, together again is a red flag on itself. Like, sis, how many flags do you need? How many red flags do you need before you throw in the towel, on that race? Like, you said it was done 5 red flags ago, and you left that relationship 5 red flags ago. You just putting red flags down now? You just lower half-mast on the flags? You knew that he was a problem back then. He's still a problem now. Please don't lower your standard because he somehow came back around. They always come back around because they always come back home. What? A stray will always make its way back home. Should you ever have to ask a sugar daddy for money? Again, I don't teach sugaring, but do you have to ask men for money? Yes, you do. I don't know who told you you shouldn't, or you don't have to ask a man for anything or ask a man for money, but that's bullshit. Nobody's supposed to be able to read your mind and just know what you need and know what you want and know what you desire. There is a way to drop cookie crumbs on him so that he has an understanding of what it is that you need. But sometimes men are just not that bright and we give them too much credit. Sometimes they're easier to just ignore and dismiss than they are to address and solve the problem. So when you have a man like that who's not used to a woman who needs him, he may just be like, okay, you got, especially because we act like we got it all together. This is the thing that I try to teach you ladies. Stop acting like you got it all together, because you don't. You do need his help. You do want his help. You do want somebody that's going to stand by your side and say, you know what? I got your back. No matter what you go through, no matter what you deal with, I got your back. Not I got it. I don't need a man. I'm good by myself. I take care of everything on my own. Because then you give that energy to the dude that you're dating, and then he doesn't want to give you shit because he feels like you got it. You don't need him. Let me see. How do I successfully ask for money, or at least know how to filter for altruistic men? Good word. Altruistic. So here's the thing, sis, right? When you are looking for a man to give you money, he has to have a reason for you to give it, for him to give it to you, right? Because one of you worked hard for this money and it wasn't you. One of you were strategic with this money so that they have it. It wasn't you. So you have to give him a reason to invest it and spend it on you. Does that make sense? Like, you have to give him a reason to invest in you. Otherwise, he could spend his money in 96,000 different places. He'd rather go, have an experience with you than to just give you money for no reason. And that's our biggest problem. We just want money from men. We don't even know what we want it for. You know what I mean? Thank you, Destroyer. My pleasure. We just want money. We don't even know what we want it for. That's like you going to get a babysitter and not going nowhere, to sit upstairs in your room. Now, I'm not opposed to that. If you got the money, thank you. I did my own makeup. That means everything to me because I did my own makeup today. I'm getting it. I'm figuring this out. I went to Sephora today and I was like, show me what I need. I was like, I need one of those bright things for in here in my tea. I need some foundation. That's the only word I know. And I need whatever else you got for me because my face gets really oily and shiny and I need to know exactly what I need to do to keep it from getting all, greasy. Right now I got to shine from the lighting, but ain't no grease. There ain't no grease on me. There ain't no grease on me. Cause Sephora got me, gathered me. Said there ain't no grease on me. Ha! That's why I wanted to go out tonight, but everybody dubbed me. Let me see. That's my problem. I don't have any friends. That's a serious issue that you need to address, for real. Like, if you don't have any friends, you need to figure out what it is about you that turns people off about you, what it is about you that makes you antisocial, what it is about you that people don't trust you or have loyalty to you. You need to figure that out. Why people don't want to be around you. That's it. That's a bigger problem than some might think. People think it's cute and cool and, I'm an introvert, so I don't have no friends. No, that's not okay. You need friends in your life. Stop listening to these songs that no new friends. Those people are miserable. No lie. They're surrounded by a bunch of people that soak up their life, their energy, their freedom, their sass, their pizzazz. They're around a bunch of soaker-uppers. Nobody that's giving back to them. You need friends. I was asking for your point of view in response. I do agree with what you said. It works for a lot of people. I'm not a pet person. I would have had the bestie or pour more into self instead of filling that void with a pet. Same thing. We saying the same thing, sis. We saying the same thing. But we gotta really check ourselves. We can't just be I feel like I need a man. Because these men are going to walk all over you. They're going to chew you up and spit you out if they feel like you need them. You do not need them. You want them. You have them, okay? You have them because they bring value to your life and you know how to set that standard of what that value looks like. And because you are so full within yourself that you know how to show reciprocity of that value. Does that make sense? Okay, now back to the original question. How do I successfully ask for money? You have to know what you're asking for money for. There's a formula to asking, which I teach you ladies in my courses and classes. There's a way to ask for money, right? There's a whole class called Secrets to Unlock His Account. That's a good one. Because there really is a secret to unlocking his account. And let me give you the first piece of that secret. Know what you want money for and tie him to the goal. If he doesn't see any value in what it is you're asking for, he ain't giving you shit. You know what I mean? He's not giving you anything. Again, it's like asking for a babysitter to go sit upstairs. And if you got money for that, go for it. But if I get a babysitter for my children, I'm going out somewhere. I'm going shopping. I'm going out somewhere. I'm going out for a drink. I'm doing something. How are you mentally, Coach? How's popping the kids? Thank you for asking. I might get that question once every 6 months. If somebody's like, hey, how are you? How's your man? Papa's okay. He's going through some health things right now. I don't know what's happening with his body, but whatever's happening with his body, we are in sync because it's happening with mine. I'm about to go take my birth control out. He's about to go get his balls snipped because I can't do it. I don't know what's happening, but it's weird. And I don't know if the devil's trying to move in my house or what, but he's not welcome here. We are rebuking him. And so, but mental health wise, he's okay. He's actually been really focused on my business and diving back into my business, which I love and I need. So I'm very excited about that. About having Papa dive into the business. So you'll be seeing more of him soon. I met two men. They asked me about my business. When I ask for help or money, they don't offer to help. Oh me, oh my. Tap it to the live, sis. Tap it to the live. I'm going to try to call you in. Tap it to the live. Oh me, oh my. At you real fast. You know, I always help my students out. This is one of my sus students. Slide on in here, sis, before I have too much of this cookie dough.
Oh, can you see me?
Hey,
Oh no, it's a boy.
hey,
Hello,
girl.
hello, hello. How are you?
I'm fabulous, boo. How are you?
I'm wonderful, thank you.
Okay, talk to me about these guys that you met and what you asked for and what happened. Walk me through it.
Okay, so the first one, I mean, he's from a different state. He was from the UK, so I didn't think that much of him. But the second one, though, he is from New Jersey. He came to pick me up and everything like that. We went on a date. It was kind of shaky, but it was a nice date at the end. I felt he was kind
Okay,
of nervous. I knew that.
explain kind of shaky. What does that mean?
Okay, so he's terrible at directions. He missed the turn to come get me. So it took him like 2 hours. And then when he did get me, I didn't make a big deal out of it. I was okay. But when we were driving, it took another like 2 hours to get to where we were going because we were going back to New Jersey. But it's because he also missed another turn again. And then I was like, okay, you don't know directions that is in front of you. And then when we got to the place, well, originally when we called, he said he had made reservations. And I was like, okay, cool. But then when we got to the place, he was like, oh, they told me that they're not accepting reservations. It's all walk-in. I was like, okay. We got to the place and immediately the hostess said, hey, do you have reservations? Which means to me that he lied. So I was like, uh-huh. And so they didn't have anything available until I would say 10 o'clock. We were there, we were supposed to be there at 8, but we got there around 9. So then he said, okay, let's find somewhere else to eat. And I said, oh, can we like look for it now since we're in a warm environment? Oh, no, we can just go back to the car. And I said, fine, sure. We go back to the car and everything, and he find a place within like 2 minutes. I was like, that's kind of fast, but I'm not going to complain. Let's see how we get there. He says, oh, it's a 5 minute walk. Do you want to drive there or do you want to walk there? I said, it's 5 minutes. I don't mind walking. So we're walking. I saw where the location was, and it was 5 minutes away with a turn and then straight. Tell me why we walking for 15 minutes. And I'm like, uh-huh. And the man is like flashing his phone, like looking at it very quick and then walking, looking at it very quick. And it wasn't until he held the phone up for like, I would say 30 seconds where I'm able to look at it and say, immediately, we're going in the wrong direction. So he's like, oh, really? I said, sir, you're out here without a jacket on. I'm the one with the jacket on. You're not cold enough to know how to read directions? So we finally followed the directions to the restaurant location, to the second restaurant location. The second restaurant is not it. I would have never came all the way to New Jersey for this restaurant. And I told him, I was like, thank you for looking for this space, but I'm not comfortable being here. So then we leave
What
and
was
then
wrong with it? What was wrong with the restaurant?
um okay, so I like food with flavor, and everything I saw there did not look like it had anything but salt. So I said, I can't, I know I'm going to be miserable here.
So
So,
it was like what? Like fried foods? Like bar food?
no, it was, oh, yes, another thing. He said, oh, where do you want to go? I said, I like Italian. He said, oh, okay, you like Italian? I said, yes, but not the pizza Italian. It was a pizza shop that he took me to. And I was like, the one thing I said not to do, you did.
Okay. Okay.
And then we got to, when we left, it was now 10 o'clock. That's how long we were walking. We
Okay.
walked for a freaking hour in the cold. And I said, you know what, I'm hungry. Can we go to the restaurant since they had a reservation open at 10? We get there. The date itself, when we were at the restaurant, was nice. And then after that, we were talking about like most things, and then something came up with like, what am I doing? And I said, oh, I work in IT, but I also have a small business that I'm trying to start up. He asked me about it. We were talking about it and how like, oh, I am basically putting together an Airbnb situation, but because of Eric Adams, it's kind of difficult, but hopefully I can find a work around that. And he said, okay, so what are you doing now? I said, I'm basically getting furniture. I only have the couch that's left. He says, okay, cool. I'm like, okay, yeah. I just have the couch that's left and everything like that. Since it's the first time I'm meeting him, I'm not going to ask him for anything.
Mm-hmm.
But then fast forward to the date's already over. Oh, wait, yes, another thing. So he's like, oh, okay, so you need interior design help. And I was like, I mean, it would be nice to know, if you know anything about it, that would be a good input. He's like, yeah, so like I have this nice spot that I can show you. Maybe I can show you after this. I was like, oh, maybe next time because it's 11, 12 o'clock now.
Right.
Now we're done with the date. Uh, he gets in the car, and then, mind you, we're not in the car for like 10 minutes. He's pulling into a lot, a
Did he
parking
open
lot.
your door?
Oh yeah, he did all of that. He opened my
Okay.
door and everything like that. He was a complete gentleman, pulled my seat out. That's why I was like, you know what? If he's nervous, maybe, hey, I'm not gonna blame him for being nervous. So, it wasn't until like he pulled up into the garage. Mind you, it took us 2 hours to get there. Why are we pulling up to a garage that I don't know? And I said, why are we here? He goes, oh, I told you I'm gonna show you this space. I was like, now? He's like, yeah, it's just close by. I said, huh, okay, no problem. We go up to an apartment, and he's like, yeah, so this is where I live. I said, huh? Why am I knowing where you live? I didn't agree to be here. And basically, since it was a 2 hour drive, I said, you know what, let me just use the bathroom. I used the bathroom. And then he's like, oh, yeah, so this is the color scheme and everything like that. I'm like, uh-huh, He's like, and then he opens a room door and he's like, come over here, let me show you something. And I'm like, did he just invite me to his bedroom? Okay. And I'm like in the doorway. I didn't walk into his room. And he's like, yeah, so the curtains here are different from the ones out there, contrast. I was like, oh, that's interesting. And then, so another thing I don't do is like, I don't like physical intimacy when I don't know the person at all, meaning like I don't like kissing at all.
Mm-hmm.
And I told him that too, because he tried to kiss me when we were at the restaurant. I was like, ooh, I don't know you like that. So then when we were at in his apartment, he like snuck in 2 kisses. And I'm taller than him, which means that he physically had to like almost jump in order to like kiss me. So I was like, you purposely made me uncomfortable for no reason. And then the third time he did it, that's when I decided to like, hey, it's time to go now. Like you crossed my boundaries 3 times in a row. And he drove me home, nice. And he didn't call me or text me for like a week. And then when he did, he's like, hey, how are you? Whatever. I'm like, okay, sure. Didn't know you were still interested. Hey, how are you? And then he's like asking me again, like, hey, how's your Airbnb going? I'm like, oh, it's going good. Thank you for asking. I finally found the couch, and everything like that. And then he's like, oh, okay. And I'm like, so what is there anything else? And then he kept asking me about like everything in between. I'm like, okay, since you're asking me, then I mean a couch is like $3,000. A guy, he was like, I would say 33 to 35. So let me play coy with it. So like the next time we spoke, like let's say that was on Friday, on Sunday,
Why do
I
you
went
keep
shopping.
speaking to this guy?
I mean, that was the second time we interacted with each other. That's the
Yeah, but
thing.
why?
Um, because he didn't do anything wrong
No,
in
he
terms
did
of,
though. He did multiple times. The
Yeah.
first thing he did wrong was drive you around for 2 hours or be late,
Mm-hmm.
2 hours late. I'm sorry. The second thing he did wrong was miss several different turns as if he didn't want to
Exactly.
get you to the restaurant, as if he was plotting or thinking of something that maybe you would fall asleep, maybe whatever, whatever. I don't know what his motives were. But then the third thing he did wrong was lie to you and tell you that he made a reservation when he didn't
Mm-hmm.
actually make one. And then he asked you, do you want to walk somewhere?
You see, I didn't want to seem as if I was crazy,
Sis,
but
if I
I said,
took
you
you
know what?
out,
It is what
if
it
I took
is.
you out, me, coach, took you out and we was out and we was having drinks or something somewhere. And I was like, okay, girl, the next spot is like a 15-minute walk because a 5-minute drive is not a 5-minute walk. We know that, right? So,
No, it was a 5 minute walk. It wasn't a
okay,
5 minute drive.
okay. So if it was a
That's the only
five
reason why
minute
I
walk,
accepted.
I'm in Jersey too. I'm like literally 30 minutes from New Jersey, from Phillipsburg, New Jersey. Not even 20 minutes from Phillipsburg, New Jersey. So I'm up
Mm-hmm.
there. It's cold, like this kind of cold outside right now.
Mm-hmm.
Like cup of ice cold outside right now. Don't ever let somebody, sis, yes, best things that he played in your face. Don't ever let somebody play in your face because he's trying to manipulate you in a very clever way
Yeah.
and he's not bright enough to actually do it. And so
Mm-hmm.
then he had you walking somewhere for a very long, you walked for an hour. So like I would typically in these cases have empathy, right? And I'll be like, oh, you missed a red flag, or like, oh, we got to catch these things before it gets too far, or, we should have seen this happening or seen this coming. But in this case, sis, you literally bought this weird ass interaction with this guy. Because not only
Mm-hmm.
was it weird walking around with him asking you, do you want to walk somewhere, you agreeing to walk somewhere, and then walking for an hour before you say
Mm-hmm.
anything, before you pull out your phone and look at where you're going. Like, we have to be super conscientious about dating because dating is not safe. It's a safe thing. It's a part of our lives. It's something that we do on a regular basis, but it's not safe. It's like
Yeah.
having unprotected sex. It's not safe. And so instead of your red flags going off and alerts going off in your mind, like if I was your mom, I will beat your right now. I
No,
would.
honestly,
I would.
yeah.
I would take you over my knee and then I would ground you. You would be grounded for a really long time. Because it's not a case of you should know better. It's a case of use your senses, your spidey senses, your intuition, your maternal instincts, your feminine instincts, and protect yourself at all times. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Having you walk around in Jersey in the dark is crazy. So now I did one check mark, two check marks, three check marks before we eat that restaurant. Some
Mm-hmm.
take initiative, and this is why women don't go on a date somewhere if you don't have money to get your ass back home. Because from that moment of him lying to me and telling me he made reservations and didn't make reservations, I would have been in an Uber on the way home. He would have either paid for that Uber or I would have paid for the Uber. And I'm not having the Uber drop me off at my house. You're not going to
Mm-hmm.
know where I live, right? You're
Mm-hmm.
not going to know where I live. I'm not giving you the address. I'm giving you a mile away, and I'm catching an Uber myself from that store to my house. You understand? You following me, sis?
Yeah.
So I don't, but my mama instincts are going crazy right because I'm because I'm angry that one of my students
Oh
would place
no.
himself so on the side of unsafe, okay, just to go on a date with
Mm-hmm.
somebody that he doesn't owe you shit. He doesn't owe you anything, and he's not giving you anything. He's not giving you a ride 5 minutes away. Why would he give you a couch? Why would he give you anything else? He kissed you 3 times that night, and you told him you're not with it. You don't want to kiss. That's not your thing. You're not. It's not what you want to do. And he allowed himself to cross that boundary of yours over and over and over again. Allowed it to be clear. You let him clear that boundary with no problem. You understand?
Yeah.
Now, when he pulled, you should have said, listen, there's been a lot of things that have happened tonight that I wasn't particularly okay or cool with, but this really crosses the line for me. So I would really appreciate it because this, you could have been hurt. You could have been serious. I'm not going to talk about the 9,000 ways that this could have went, but I'm just going to sum it all
Mhm.
up and say you could have been hurt. He could have,
Mhm.
listen, he's a man. He could have knocked your ass out in the passenger seat. He could have slipped something into your drink and drove around in hopes that it would kick in by then. He could have done all those things. He could have had a lock on his bedroom door that you can only get out with a key. You understand? And
Mhm.
he made it all the way from the rest to the apartment. Then he lied to you again and told you this is where he lives and not his Airbnb. Then you go upstairs with him and you're still talking to him. Sis, we're not thirsty for no man. My program teaches you
Mhm.
exactly how to find these men, get these men, and they are abundant. They're a dime a dozen. You don't need this one particular guy to be the one. You don't need that. My
Yeah.
program teaches you how to meet them over and over and over and over and over again. They're abundant.
Mhm.
Don't you dare ever, again, ever, number one, do this without anybody knowing where you are. If
Oh
you
no,
did,
I sent my sister my location and everything, like throughout the whole process.
okay, and I'm not talking about a,
Even his like
I'm not talking
license
about
plate.
sister. I'm talking about Seth's sister. I'm talking about a woman in the community. Your sister is a smart choice as well, but a woman in the community, because along the way you could have been texting her, you could have been messaging in the group, you could have been tagging me in the group and saying, hey, you know, coach, I'm not really comfortable. I'm not sure what to do. How do I handle this? And we would help you.
Mhm.
If I didn't see the message and I couldn't be available, somebody would have helped you. Do you understand? Instead of
Yeah.
you just continuing to allow grace in areas that make you extremely uncomfortable.
Mhm.
This is not a man that's going to get you a couch. He's not going to do anything. You're lucky he got you an appetizer because he really didn't want to. He really didn't want to take you out. He really didn't want to spend his money. That's why he really didn't make a reservation. That's why he really took you to the wrong place. That's why he really took you to some cheap spot. That's why he really tried you multiple times to see how long he could prolong the process before he had to pull out his pocket. Not safe, sis.
Mhm.
Multiple red flags. Not safe. Please keep safety at the forefront of dating. Remember, every time you go out with somebody, you're not safe. Just because you feel safe, you're not safe.
Mhm.
You're not safe until you get back home in one piece, unbothered. Not unhurt, unbothered. You feel me?
Yeah, definitely. No, definitely. You're not wrong at all. Like when I like after I got home and I thought about it, I was like, there's a whole lot of things I really did just overlook. And I think it's because like I was all the way in Jersey. I just wanted to come back home, honestly.
Right. But did you have money to get back home?
Oh yeah, I did. I did. That wasn't going to be difficult for me. It was like more so as in like, I did all of this work, might as well see it through, my boy. Uh, that was really the discernment. I just wanted to see because he was okay until like after the restaurant. Like, yeah, we walked for a whole hour. Not that we walked for an hour before. I was like, what happened? No, like it was. It was only the walk that was the issue from the beginning, but it's because he's just a terrible guy looking at directions.
No, sis.
So,
He's a terrible guy altogether. He's a terrible guy altogether. Like, this is a clear case of like God was on your side for real, for real.
oh no, I always say that every single time. Like, God really does protect me. I definitely do love it. I always say I'm very, very safe because God always watches over me. And it's crazy because I always keep, I don't know, I even proud of this, but it's more so as in like I've been in like unsafe situations just for me to end up safe in the end and unscathed. So I'm always grateful for that. But like, I'm tired of being in these situations, basically. I'd rather just be in a good situation altogether.
Can I make a suggestion?
Hmm.
Get your ass back to class. No, I'm
I
serious.
am there all the time.
I don't see you on Sundays.
I'm the tall one with the face.
The tall one with the face.
Like I don't have my camera up, but I'm always like
Oh
with
well,
the
that's where I
silhouette
don't
in the
see you.
camera.
That's why I don't.
Yeah.
That's why I don't see you. And I also don't hear from you either on Sundays.
Hmm.
Sundays are not just about get on here and listen to us talk. Sundays are about opening up, talking about your situations, talking about your concerns, talking about your problems. Being in the community is more than just like talking to the ladies. Being in the community is about you literally reaching out to these women and saying, you know, what am I doing wrong? I'm getting these guys that this and this. I'm getting these guys that and that. I'm not meeting the kind of men that I really want to meet. I'm stuck meeting these guys that just show up half-assed or halfway. Like, I really want to meet men that are in alignment. Look at my profile. Tell me what are the areas of improvement in my profile so I can stop attracting these salt poppies and start attracting the men I want to meet. The purpose of the
Hmm.
program is to have somebody to lean on, a community, so you don't make these mistakes, so these things don't happen to you. A sister, so that when he's 2 hours late, baby, she would have stopped that from the rip.
Yeah.
She would have said, "Oh no, sis, it's been 2 hours. He still didn't show up. Call him and say this. Cancel that date." And it would have spared you all of that. You understand? But if you don't lean
Hmm.
into the community, that's what it's for. Otherwise, you're just doing the program. You're just doing it on your own. And that's not the point. You could go get one of the courses for that, one of the digital products for that. But you purchase.
I did have a sus sister, but I think she stopped being a sus sister too. So I was like, damn, I have to start back from square one.
Well, listen, some people just don't programs. Some people graduate on. Some people go through
Hmm.
things like women. And so instead of having the people to lean on and then leaning into those people, they curl up in a ball and they keep to themselves. They go on their own and they don't tell other people. So find another one.
Hmm.
Just like you're going to find another man to date, just like you're going to find somebody
Yeah.
else to go out with, just like you're going to find there's 100+ women in this community. Find another one.
Yeah.
Don't use that as an excuse to do that out by yourself, and it's not safe. It's just not safe.
Hmm. Oh, you're not wrong. I was telling my sister this morning that like I don't think it's this guy ain't it. And
No,
yeah, we fully agree to it. Yeah, I know.
no, he's not it. He's not it, and he's scary. And I don't want you to deal with that
Hmm.
anymore. I want you to disconnect from him entirely. I
Oh
want
no,
you to
honestly,
block his
it's done.
number. I want you to not answer for him anymore. I want you to put private calls to voicemail, like for real. Because these are the kind of men that like short out. You know what I mean? Sorry, I got up before because my daughter's damn rabbit snuck out of her cage, little bitch, and is running around my daughter's room, and I don't know how to catch it. And she just keeps stomping everywhere like she got an attitude. So I want you to be safe, okay?
Hmm.
I want you to be safe and stop looking for men to give you money for things that won't even properly take you out and court. Let's start, okay?
Hmm.
See you in class on Sunday. I will see you in class on Sunday. Cameras on. I will see you.
No problem.
All
No
right,
problem.
sis. I'll see you tomorrow.
Yes, of course.
Ciao for now.
Later.
Ladies, we got to remember we got to be safe at all times. Y'all got to give me a second. I got to go catch this rabbit. Because she's stomping all over the place. And Papa is going to be too. Where you at? Fabiana. 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 Fabiana, where you at? Get your ass up. Go. No. Go in your cage. Go. Go in your cage, Rabbit. No. Fabiana. your ass out. Go. Go. Get out. No. Get your ass out. Fabiana. Little bitch. Get out. Get out. Right now. Get. Go on your feet. Right now. Go. 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 Get your ass. Get out. Get out. Bitch. Fabiana. Get out. Oh. Get your ass. Get out. Get out. Bro. This rabbit is really playing with me. Y'all. This little bitch is under my daughter's bed and will not come out. Give me a second. I'm going to be right back. I'm going to have to take my jacket off. This bitch is playing game. Fabiana. Get the fuck out. Get 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 in your cage. Get in your cage now. Go. 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 Get in your damn cage now. Go. Go. Get in your cage now. No. 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 What are you doing? This little bitch. This little bitch right here. Fabiana, stop it. Stop. Ow, you're fucking hurting me. Ow. I hate you. I'm never letting you out again, little bitch. Now you stay in your cage forever. You little scumbag. Ooh, I hate that rabbit. She got hair all over my jacket. Oh, little bitch. You know what? I should have never let your ass out. Never. You done scratched me all up. You got me flustered while I'm drinking. Damn it. Yo. Yo. Yo, Rabiana is a bitch. Rabiana Raberta. Rabbi. I'm never dealing with her again. My daughter could deal with her. I'm not dealing with it. I'm not dealing with it. She done scratched me all up. She just beat my ass, for real. I look like I just got my ass whipped, right? She just beat my ass. Rabiana, Raberta, Rabbi, you are never coming out again if it's up to me. Did you see her kicking me and using her back legs to kick me? Uh-uh. That's it. I'm done. And she was under the bed like kicking her feet. Like, I knew something was wrong because it sounded like she was knocking. I'm like, why is she knocking? Like, what are you doing over there? I let her out into the big part of the cage, and it had a little crack in it. She made her way out. That's what happens. You see, my daughter been taking her out. We've been letting her run around, having a good old time. And this bitch, you can stomp all you want now. She really played with me. Do y'all hear her stomping? No, y'all gotta see this because you think it's a game and you think it's funny, and it's not funny. Look, I just tore my daughter's room up. Look at this. I just tore her room up and took all this stuff out from under her bed. And this little bitch, look, Dookie on the floor. She kicking shit out the cage. Ma'am, what is your damn problem? I'm over here trying to do a class and teach my people, and you over here effing around. Rabiana. Rabiana. I done gave you food. I done gave you hay. You dumped it all out. Rabiana, I'm done with you. Stop stomping and go to sleep. You ain't never been out your cage more than you've been out your cage in the last damn 2 weeks. You've been out your cage more in 2 weeks than you've been out your cage your whole goddamn life. Because my sister didn't take you out. Now cut it out. Don't flinch at me. Mean ass bitch. Why you gotta be mean for? You see what I'm saying? Look what she did, y'all. Look what she did. I let her out into the open part of the cage. Look what this hoe did. She moved this whole piece right here and snuck out the cage, y'all. I opened it up for you. I try to let you out. And this is how you treat me. This is how you do me. Crazy. I'm never letting you out again. I try to give you space so you can run over there a little bit, have a little more cage freedoms. And what do? That's how you repay me, which is foul. Fabiana. Never again. That's it. I'm done. I'm done with you. I was trying to let you out. Papa take you out tomorrow because I'm not doing it. You done shit it on the floor. I'm done. That's it. I'm finished with you. You ain't getting my attention no more. That's it. You can stomp all you want. I don't care. Because you don't pay no bills around here. So, you can stomp all you want to. No, she didn't. I can't. Her hair is everywhere. My dogs don't behave like that. Look, hairs on my face. All right. Let's get back to work, y'all. I got a lot of questions to answer. And the coquito's kicking in. Now she done got me all hot and bothered. The rabbit hair in my nose. Okay. Tips for the shy ladies. I get approached sometimes and freeze up. Great question. Okay, so let me answer this for you. If you are a shy girl, get unshy. No, I'm serious. Because practice makes perfect, okay? I'm lying. Practice makes progress. Fabiana. She's stomping her ass off. Practice makes progress, sis. Practice makes progress. It'll never be perfect, but you'll be able to talk to these men the more you talk to men. Like, and here's the biggest tip. Talk to the ugly ones while you're out. When you go outside, pick the ugliest man at the bar and talk to him. Talk to the ugliest one. Anybody else in here shy? Can y'all relate to this? Anybody else in here can relate to this a little bit? Look, if you are shy, talk to, her hair is literally in my nose. Ew. Disgusting. I don't like her. If you're shy, talk to the man it's like floating in the room now. Don't get in my drink, please. Talk to the man at the bar who's the ugliest one. You'll be able to make conversation with him. It'll be all cute and kiki and ba 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 and ka ka ka. And then you'll get practice in because practice makes progress. You understand? Practice makes progress. And if you practice with men that you don't like, you'll have a lot easier time talking to men that you do like. You see what I'm saying? So if you practice with the ones you don't like, when it comes down time to talk to the guys that you do like, you'll be so much more confident talking to them. You'll know what words you want to say. You'll know what sounds corny and crazy coming out your mouth. Because the ugly man going to just be happy that you're talking to him. You know what I mean? He's just gonna be happy that somebody's speaking to him. A pretty girl at that. Pretty girl talking to me? What? It's my birthday. He gonna be happy. So make sure you talk to the ugly one at the bar. Go take yourself out. See, in my community, we practice with each other, right? Like we practice amongst friends, so we're allowed to sound crazy until we don't. But if you don't have that kind of community around you, then it's very easy. Go to the bar, go to the lounge, go to the club, go to the bookstore, go to the coffee shop, go to wherever it is that you want to go to that makes you comfortable and talk to the ugliest man in there. I promise you'll get better at it. I promise you. Which course helps with my online profile because I keep getting the men that need therapy and I don't do that for free. It's called Perfect Profile Masterclass. Oh shit. It's called Perfect Profile Masterclass. You can get it on this website or this website. Either one of these will get you there. Perfect Profile Masterclass. What if I don't have a business to earn six figures? Does that mean I can't get a high value man? Earning six figures is not nearly as valuable, important, and worthy as thinking like a six-figure earner. You understand? As having six-figure momentum, as having six-figure mindset. No, you don't have to be rich. Girl, I met Papa at my poorest. I didn't have shit. I didn't have a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out of. My rent was 2-3 months behind. My electric bill had just got shut off. I was at my lowest. I had just paid it. Matter of fact, when at the time I was doing the sugar baby thing, and I found a sugar daddy online who paid my anyway. The point is, shout out to Patrick. The point is, no, you don't have to have it all together. You just have to have a plan to get there. See, women make the mistake of thinking that they gotta have it all together, and we never really have it all together. I don't have it all together now, and I built $1 million brand. I don't have it all together, girl. It might look like I got it all together, but don't let Instagram fool you because these ain't real diamonds. You see them? They not real diamonds. This is definitely not real diamond. This fake gold too. Matter of fact, this might be gold plated. Might be sterling silver with just a coating on it. I don't even know. See, you let people appeal to you so you think they got it all together, but nobody got it all together. I promise you. I promise you. And I'll never walk around with no damn Cuban link chain that's 40, 50, $150,000. I'll never do that. So best believe my jewelry is not real. Do not rob me. You will be upset. You will be upset. My little white gold chain with the little subtle, that's 3 carats, you know what I'm saying? This real, that's a carat. These are all gifts. So I don't buy myself that. My earrings, my little dangle hoop earrings that I wear all the time, those is like 3 carats. You know what I mean? Those is gifts. Those are gifts. This right here, 3 carats, you know what I'm saying? Real diamond. That was a gift. I don't buy stuff like that. Girl, buy. Hell no. Hell no. Mm-mm. You gonna see me next week in a Von Cleef apparels. It's 10 karat gold, but it's a dupe. I didn't spend 10, 12, $14,000 on that. No. Stop letting people think or stop letting people appear to look like they got it all together. So you think they got it all together, but really they don't. These bitches really be falling apart. They rent don't be paid. Their bills don't be paid. They be in a shit shamble and a mess. It's a mess. It's a mess. I know women with 1.2 million followers and they're broke. They're broke. I know because I work with them. I have celebrity that are broke. They ain't got no money. They don't have a brand. They just look good on TV. They just got on a couple reality TV shows. They're broke. You understand? Stop letting people think that, making people think that you got it, they got it all together. They don't. They don't. I promise you they don't. I know them. They don't. So what makes you any different? You don't have to have it all together. You just have to have a plan to get it together. That's the thing. You see, you just have to have a plan to get it together. It doesn't have to be all together. You just have to have a plan to get it together, because that's what you tie the man to, that he says, ooh, I want to invest in her because she got a plan. She knows what direction she wants to go in. She knows what she wants and needs and desires in her life. She knows how to fulfill herself. She knows her purpose. She's pursuing her passion. I want to see her win. I'm going to help her get there. They ain't got it all together. Girl, I promise you, they be set up just like my mouth. Pretty in the front, nothing in the back. Okay. Don't worry, I'm getting those, but I gotta wait till the bone heals. We just got teeth pulled like about 2 months ago, so we gotta wait. But the point is, they be just like that, girl. They be looking good on the outside, clean on the inside, clean on the outside. That's rare. That's rare. The difference is, I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm going to stand in my truth. I'm going to show you what it looks like. They're going to front and just smile like this. They ain't going to show you. They ain't going to show you that. They ain't going to show you that. I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you because I want you to know that it's not, nobody has it all together. Nobody. $48,000 in my mouth and I'm still missing teeth in the back. Nobody got it all together. Nobody. And I didn't pay for these. My influencer paid for these. You know what I'm saying? My influence. Building a brand. Working on my shit from the muscle. Starting as a sugar baby. Building, developing. Going hard. Going ham for my business. Fighting adversity. Facing all the challenges. The people that said I was crazy. The people that said I was delusional. That's what paid for this. Delusion. That's delusion. That's how delusional you gotta be. That's how delusional you gotta be. So stop letting people make it seem like they got it all together. Stop believing that, because it's not true. You don't have to have 6 figures. You just have to have 6-figure mindset. You just got to be after something in your life and not some basic poop putt regular degular, because that's what all the girls are doing. You know what I mean? That's what all the girls are doing. Thank you. Not sure if you answered this already, but what sites can I use that actually work? So I drop these in my Rich Man Masterclass. I give you sites, but it's not the site. It's how you work the site, sis. You could go on Google and Google any site, okay? You can go on JesusChrist.com. You can go on Overalls Meets Farmers, okay? You can go on whatever website you want to. It's not the site, it's how you work the site, okay? It's not the site, it's what you say in your profile on the site. You understand what I'm saying? Excuse me, my nose is running for some reason. Oh, I had to, excuse me. We don't want to be doing that. I'll show you my teeth, but I ain't gonna show you my nose running now. There's a lot of alcohol in this drink. Damn. Anyway, so understand that it's not the site you work, it's what is in your profile. It's what these men see when they reach out to you. It's what it says in your profile. It's what you say in your first message when you respond to him. That is what's important. You understand? I think it was the rabbit hair. It made me a little. Y'all know I be allergic. I shouldn't have drank the Bacardi. I really should have just poured the wine, because the wine I wouldn't have had to drink so much, and I'd be like, But maybe I should just take a shot of Bacardi. Should I take a shot of Bacardi? Y'all want to pour it up with me? Should we take a shot? Take a shot for me. Ooh, ooh. Take a shot for me. Should we take a shot? Hmm? Bossy, bossy shot o'clock. Never mind that baddie stuff, because, again, broke. Only one ain't broke is Natalie, okay? And somebody who came in with a business. The rest of them broke. If they ain't come in with a business, a career, music career, something, they broke. I promise you. You know why? Because they're getting $100,000 for a season, and then they're going and spending that shit on dumb stuff to impress other people. Anybody drinking right now? Can you put a glass in the comments if you're drinking right now? Because I don't want to take a shot and nobody's drinking with me because I don't take shots. It's not my thing. You see when I pour too much Bacardi in the cup, I'm like, no, I don't want to smoke. I don't want to smoke. I'm not smoking no more. I'm not smoking. But thanks though. Anyway, all right, next question. I hope that answers your question, sis. Treasure the body. How should you approach or message a guy online in a way to let them know that you're interested without coming off aggressive or thirsty? Ooh, see, this is in my first message formula. In the Rich Man Masterclass, you'll get this answer. It's the first, oh, y'all drinking with me? Okay. It's the first message formula, and you need the first message formula in order to be successful. Is this about a shot, you think? Close, right? Close enough. The first message formula is a killer, baby, and it works every single time. And it is the B's of the knees. It's about a half a shot. It's okay. We lightweights around here, so I'm a heavyweight. I'm 230 pounds, but I drink like I'm 130. Okay, close enough. Cheers, y'all. Bossy, bossy, shot o'clock. Bossy, bossy, shot o'clock. Ooh, shout out to the nails, Lynn. You did your thing. These are my real nails, y'all. I be growing my nails out. They look so good. Cheers. I gotta mentally prepare myself for this. I didn't like that. I didn't like it. I'm not gonna do that again. I'm not gonna do that again. Bacardi is not shot worthy. It's not. Don't take shots of Bacardi. Ooh, that takes me back to broke behavior. Ooh. Ooh, don't take shots of Bacardi. Who does that? I need Patron or something because that was terrible. Oh my gosh. Why nobody tell me? You guys know I don't drink. Why you don't tell me? We supposed to be friends. You supposed to be my friend. You didn't tell me. I'm unfriending y'all because y'all are not looking out for my best interest tonight. Oh, my nose wasn't running before. It's running now. My nose taking off. Anyway, yeah, I'm not doing that again. I got some other liquor out there. I'm not doing that again. Oh. Anyway, next. So Rich Man Masterclass, the link is in my bio. Go get that course. Let's see. What else do we got in here? I attract rich men, but they always say they have the utmost respect for me and then friend zone me. What am I doing wrong? I think without knowing you, I can't really say. Without knowing where the conversation is going, I can't really say. But there's obviously something going wrong within the conversation that you're turning them off. Whether it's your conversation about not let's drink tea together. I thought it said let's drink together. I said, girl, I just took a shot of Bacardi. Where was you at? Because that one burned. I didn't like it. Um, it did. It burned all the way down. Um, so the thing is you're saying something in the conversation that the dude is like, mm-mm, no, like I respect you. You're awesome. You seem like a really great girl, but it's a no for me. Mm-mm. You're red flagging them somewhere along the way, and I don't know where because again I don't know you, and because we've never had a conversation before, so I can't really say where that's happening at, but that's definitely what's happening. You're red flagging somewhere along the way. Maybe it's during the provider conversation. Maybe it's the conversation where they're asking what it is that you're looking for. I don't know where within the conversation it's going left, but it's definitely something you're saying. 100%, especially if it happens more than once. Oh, this is a lot, sis. What about guys that everything positive you do for yourself, they find a problem in it? I don't understand the question. I don't understand the question. You have to elaborate. Men that say nice things, make promises, and don't follow through, but want sex that make an issue because you don't give it up. This sounds like something you're personally going through, my key. Just request a live, sis. Let me pull you in and get more information because I need more details. I don't want to point you in the wrong direction, and I really want to give you, a proper answer. So go ahead and just accept the invite and step into the live. We don't care what you look like because nobody on this live is going to pay your bills. I promise. Hey.
Hey, I don't really want to be on camera right now, but I'll go on the line.
So you want me to talk to the black screen?
I just look so chewed up. Like, I just been crying and I'm not in a good space right now.
Your
And
voice sounds really familiar.
yeah, I was on your master class. I asked you about the situation with the guy, and it actually got worse. It's a lot.
I'm listening.
Okay, so I think in the class I mentioned that he was really touchy, and we solidified physical touch was his love language. But it actually got worse over like the last 2 months. Like I feel like okay, I have the utmost respect for women who have stayed in toxic relationships because this is my first one. And I feel like it took me months to identify it until I really had enough. Like, had enough. And I'm glad that it didn't take me years, it just took me a few months. But it's like I feel like every time I do something positive for myself, go to the gym, shower 2 times a day, brush my teeth 2 times a day, watch my water intake. It's like here he comes and it's like, well, you gotta go to the gym. I like you fat. And I'm not fat per se. I'm small, I'm just a little bit pudgy. I just want to lose 10 pounds. He makes a big deal out of it. Or like, I have curly hair like you. I have curly hair like you, so sometimes, I have it in a little twist with my clips. I just gotta take it down and fluff it up. He's like, "Oh, why are you combing your hair? Just leave it like it is." Like he wanted to be like matted and messed up, and I'm like, I'm like, like it's just been troubling me. And then it's like,
Do you live with this man?
no, I don't. No.
Okay. So I remember now. The more you speak about him, the more I remember who he is. Um, we've seen these red flags coming, but we gave him the benefit of the doubt. It's time to release the benefit and the doubt because it's very crystal clear that this man is insecure within himself. So he wants you to feel the way he wants you to look the way he feels about himself. Does that make sense?
Yeah, like I've had enough. Like even today, I just been crying and like it's like I reached to a
What are
point.
you
This
crying for?
Well, today's my birthday,
Happy
and
birthday.
we had plans. And from Monday, I guess we had an argument, and he held it over my head. Oh, we're not gonna do this. We're not gonna do that. And I was like, today I said I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna do something. But I didn't even like I got dressed, but I didn't even have it in me to leave the house at all.
So you see what happens when we get with a toxic man, when we allow toxic masculinity in our space, it turns us into this fried up feminine woman. Like literally fried up, like over fried. You ever have a piece of fried food that was just overcooked?
Yeah,
And
and
it
like
like you bit a French fry and there was no potato in it. It's like nothing inside, it all fried out. You know what I'm talking about?
I know what you're talking about, but it's like for me, this is my first time experiencing it.
It
Like I've
doesn't matter.
heard
Let it be your last if possible.
very much
You Here's
so.
the thing, sis, right? There's no advice that I can give you outside of it's time for you to go. It's time for you to find yourself. It's time for you to release the things that this man had given you in the past because those days are done. He's not giving you any more things. He's
Yeah,
given you enough to love bomb you and hold you in a space of I want, and now it's turned into I need, I need. And now he knows that he has you in that space. So he's going to manipulate that position as much as possible. He's going to hold on to that ability, his ability to say, we're not doing anything for your birthday. And so now you keep your ass in the house and you don't go anywhere for your birthday. Why? Because you're afraid if you do, he's going to throw that in your face and be like, you got dressed for your birthday and you went out without me and pa 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 pa. You're not going to win for losing. You're not going to lose for winning. You're never going to be right and bright in his eyes. And he is manipulating that piece of you, that
yeah.
insecurity of yours, that is a people pleasing
Well,
insecurity.
I wasn't insecure to begin with.
I didn't
It
say that.
just
You've now become a people pleaser.
yeah.
You are now operating in a space of people pleasing. And you want to keep him happy so that the relationship is happy, so that you're happy. But if you just remove yourself from the relationship, you no longer have a responsibility to keep it happy.
Well, I did that this week, but even today he came to my home and like I'm just so annoyed. It's like
He came
it
to your
is
home and what happened?
I guess he tried to like ask me out to go out for dinner, but it's like
And
why
what
would
did
I
you
want to
say?
I didn't pick up the phone. I didn't answer the door. He was just knocking. I think he was outside for hours. It was
Oh,
just
that's cute
I was just
for
like I
him.
had enough because it's like every time I do something good is it. For example, the other day we went out. I think it was the day before Black Friday. We went out. We had an amazing day. We had lunch, everything. Lee, we came back to his place, and I guarantee you, he just started an argument with me. And I'm just like, what the hell happened? What the hell happened? I'm like, do you just pick an argument with me because
Says he don't like you.
yeah,
No, he don't like you. Are you hearing me?
I hear you.
He don't like you. You think he likes you because he wants to be around you. He don't like you. He feels like he needs you in order to validate himself. He feels like he needs you in order to feel like a man, in order to feel like he has power and authority over something, anything in his life. So he chose you. That nigga need to get a goldfish. Okay? And
I
not
told him to
feed it
get a
for a week.
pet.
Okay? Not feed it for a week. Or whatever he want to do, he needs to do it without you. Because you are validating him as a man. He's using you to leverage his own justification and validation of who he is, his authority, his power, his word, he has a king complex.
Yeah.
I know
I mean,
all about that.
I even told him, I'm like, yo, I think you need some therapy because,
He doesn't
like,
like you. It's not about therapy. He doesn't like you.
why won't he leave me alone?
Because
Why can't
he needs you in order for him to, I just told you, girl, in order for him to validate himself, in order for him to feel like he is worthy, in order for him to feel like he's a man, nobody else respects him. I promise you. Nobody at work respects him. He's the clown, goofy ass dude that everybody talks shit about. Nobody hangs out with. Nobody wants to spend their time with. He's the whack, lame dude that he don't have no friends. I promise you, you're the only thing in his life that's good or fruitful or even remotely joyful. And because he
yeah,
doesn't know how to respect and honor and appreciate that, that's why he doesn't have any friends. That's why nobody wants to be around him. That's why nobody respects him at work. That's why he can't hold an authority position. That's why he won't get a raise. That's why he can't be the boss. Nobody likes him.
yeah. I mean, I said the same thing to myself because it's like, yo, like you got issues. It's not me, it's you because like everybody loves me. I can talk to someone for 2 minutes and you swear we're like best friends But with him, it's like one minute you like me, then you come off like you're jealous, then you come
He
off like
don't
a
like you.
hater. And I'm just like,
He
you
doesn't
know,
like you. Stop
I
telling
told him,
yourself he likes you, or 1 minute he doesn't like you at all. He likes controlling you.
yeah,
He likes being the head honcho in your life. He likes being in control of what you do and how you move and how you operate and how you think about yourself and how you see yourself and how you view yourself and how you wake up in the morning and go to bed at night. He likes that about you. He likes the
yeah,
fact that he can control you like a joystick. He likes that because guess what? The only game he's allowed to play is the one that he's playing with you, because every other woman in his life has left him. Every other woman in his life has said, this is not for me. I'm out of here. Every man in his life has said, this is a whack ass friend. I don't want to be around him.
yeah. I mean, Lee, I agree with everything that you're saying. And the crazy thing is like, okay, he's a business owner, right? But I like, for me, it's like, look, people may like you in business because you
They,
spending money,
they
but people
don't like him
don't.
in business. They don't. I'm telling you, they don't, because this behavior trickles down. It's a ripple effect in his
Mhm,
life. It follows him everywhere he goes. And the only
mhm.
reason why people deal with him is in business is because there's money involved.
Yeah, yeah, the
They
money.
don't
That's
like
it.
him. He doesn't get invited anywhere. They don't like him. He's only invited because they're hoping that he spends some money and sponsors something. He's only invited because they feel like they may be able to get a little bit closer and close him on something.
Mhm.
That's it. They don't like him. Nobody likes him. You don't even like him. He doesn't even like him. He doesn't even like him.
Yeah, sure. I'm
So
not.
it's,
I'm,
what time is it where you're at right now?
I'm on the Eastern time. I'm reading the comments. I'm not in denial or anything. I've been a part of Blee's program, so you know, like I'm very much aware. This is just my first time actually recognizing a toxic relationship, and it's like I understand why women get sucked into this for years and years. Luckily for me, it was just what 3 months, and this week I said to myself I had enough. You
Now, let me
know,
ask you a very important question.
yeah.
What has he done for you lately?
He has helped me out just because like right now I am in a tech boot camp, so he has been taking care of like the necessities and stuff like that. But I feel like he's
What does
using
that
it
mean?
to
What does that mean? You're speaking in code. Tell me, what has he done for you lately?
groceries, rent, bills. I mean, just spending money.
Okay. So let me ask
But
you a more important question, because
yeah,
since you've been through my program, I'm just trying to see if you've been paying attention. Because people think that getting the man is the hard part, and it's not. It's getting the
it's
right
keeping it.
man that's the hard part, and
Yeah.
keeping him and walking away better than when you walked in. Because right now you're in pieces. Right now you're questioning
Hmm.
yourself, you're questioning your integrity, you're questioning your character, you're questioning everything about the moves that you've been making to try to better yourself. You're questioning them. So now you're leaving
Hmm.
with doubt. What else are you leaving with?
Hmm.
Because the groceries have been eaten, the rent has been paid. You don't get to carry those things with you. What are you leaving with?
I don't know. I mean, he paid everything up for months, so I'm pretty
Doesn't
much
matter.
good. I'm in a
What,
tech
it
boot
doesn't
camp,
matter.
so
What are you walking away with? Because in a couple months, those bills will be back.
mhm. I don't know. I guess I just
By
have peace
death
of
or
mind just
by
not dealing with
dishonor.
him.
By death or by dishonor, he is going to leave.
Hmm.
And when he does, what will you walk away with? Couple months of rent paid, couple months of bills paid, couple months, them shits will be back. Here's my
I
point,
didn't
sis.
ask him for help, and I can very much take care of him. I didn't ask him. He offered.
That's
So I
not what
see
I
some
asked
people
you.
saying that,
Don't worry about them. It's me and you right now. Don't worry about them. Don't worry about them.
yeah,
Focus, okay? I'm your coach. I'm helping you. I'm here to help you. They don't get paid to help you.
yeah.
I do. So they're irrelevant what they're saying, okay? If it doesn't, if it take it as a grain of salt. If it don't apply, let it fly. Listen to me clearly. What I teach you is to walk away better than when you walked in. Not in shambles, not in doubt, not in fear, not in panic, not in concern, not in utter
Mhm.
disbelief, not in shambles. I teach you to walk away better than when you walked in, but that's because my blueprint teaches you to have him invest in things, not bills. There's nowhere in my program that I told you
Mhm.
to take his money and pay your rent for 6 months. I didn't tell you that.
Mhm.
Nowhere in my program
Well,
does it say take
he
his money.
did help me get into the tech boot camp, so I do have
Okay,
that career wise.
okay,
Once it
okay,
finished, I will have a mid-level career. He did help me with that. I
okay.
will
But
definitely
what
say
will
because
you
I was
have
not
when
in
you
that
finish?
space. I wasn't even
Will
thinking
you
about that.
will you have a job when you finish?
I will basically the six figure just
No, no,
set you
no.
up directly for a job with sponsors.
That's what I'm asking you. Okay. So when I say walk away, people don't like this conversation because they get caught up in the lull of the relationship and it feels good and he's spending money
Mhm.
and he's investing in things and he's this and he's that. If you can't get a man to sow seeds in
Yep.
your future, let me finish. If you can't get a man to sow
Mhm.
seeds in what you want for your future, if you don't, one,
Yeah.
know what that is, two, get him to invest in it, you're going to
Mhm.
leave with the only thing that he gave you that leaves you with more hard work to do. Because
I
you
mean, he
being,
paid
if
for the boot camp, so like I said, the bills and stuff. He did not have to. He just
you're
offered.
not listening. You're doing too much talking, not enough listening. I'm on your team, sis. You don't have to
Okay.
convince me. You don't have to contradict me. You can take what I'm saying or
Yeah.
you can leave what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Like you could just click off the live.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be offended, I promise you. But if you want my advice, I'm giving it to you. You're choosing to do it
Yeah.
your
I'm
way. And so now you got your
listening.
results. See what I'm saying? So you did it your way,
Yeah.
you got your results. When you do it
Mhm.
my way, you get my results. So
Mhm.
if you're going to do it your way, expect to walk away exactly how you did right now. If you do it my way, you make the relationship useful and purposeful from the very beginning and not set yourself up with a six-figure career because now you got to work for somebody else, punch a time clock, deal with whatever you got to deal with in that's a whole nother phase of dealing with men just like him. It's not easy being a woman in tech. Congratulations, because it's not easy, especially a black woman in tech. That's hard. That's really hard. But I just want you to think about positioning and your future and what you have to deal with and what you have to go through once he's gone. And yes, your bills might be paid up for a little while, but what happens after that? What happens when the bills are coming back and you just got this job because you just finished the course and they just placed you and it doesn't start off at six figures. Maybe it starts out at a very low six figures or a strong five figures. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm following.
Like what I teach you in my program is to sow seeds into yourself along the way so that when this man leaves, you walk away better than when you walked in. You walk away aligned with your vision and your path that you want to take. You walk away with the new systems and computers and whatever it is that you need to make your business come to life. You want to go work for a company? Fine, do that. But put out an ebook on the knowledge that you've acquired along the way. Put out a course on how to get through this boot camp and how to position yourself with a six-figure job because you chose this boot camp. Get an affiliate code from this company and share it with other people so you can make a profit along the way. Like everything you've gone through, knowledge is the new currency. And what happens when you're done with this round of this season of life is you go work for somebody. And you don't even get to spend that six figures except for 2 weeks out of the year. And another 2 weeks if you play sick and you lie about being sick. You get 2 weeks vacation, you get 2 weeks off for sick time. So you have 1 month out of 12 to spend that money. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm following.
So my goal for you is to position you. That's why it's build your business with his wallet, not go work for someone else's business while he pays your bills, not let him invest in whatever he wants to. He love bombed you. He paid your rent up a couple months because he knew it would make you excited. He took care of these bills and this money, and he took you on extravagant things and vacations and dinners and all that because he knew that it would impress you.
Mm.
We're not impressed. We're pressed. Because time is of the essence. And I might be with you 3 days, 3 weeks, or 3 years. But however long I'm with you, I'm going to walk away better than when I walked in.
Yeah,
You understand?
I understand where you're coming from. You know, document the process, you know, use what he invested in me to make money myself. So for me, I have documented the process. I feel like I'm actually really good at what I do. I just haven't finished the boot camp as yet. You know, I do want to make like a small course and share like the link and stuff because he paid it up. Like, you know, it's thousands of dollars. He paid it up. So I would say, you know, at least this is the one good thing he did. You know,
Mm-hmm.
like I said, for me, the bills and stuff, I got my own money. I can pay my own bills and things like that. But this definitely is something that I'm interested in. It's something I've wanted to do for a while. And he did step up at some point and he put the money in. So I don't feel like I'm leaving with an empty wallet. And I understand, you know, document the process. I have been doing that. I am doing that. I know
Good.
for me, at some point, I have to put it together. It don't have to be perfect, but just get it out there at
Yep.
some point,
Yep.
you know. So you know, I understand that. I completely understand that. I think I mostly just on this live just wanted to share my experience because I see people saying I'm not listening, but I know you always says leave
Never mind
better.
them. Never mind them,
And
sis. They're
one thing
not
you
paying your
all
bills. Listen, you were so worried about what they were saying that you
yeah,
almost missed what I was saying. It doesn't matter what they say. They're not paying your bills.
you're
They're not
right.
gonna pick up. They're not gonna pick up where he left off.
They
Irrelevant.
probably don't pay their own bills. I
Irrelevant.
understand.
Irrelevant. But
I don't want to get sidetracked.
you are emotional right now. So you're being
Yeah,
triggered by the things that they're saying. And I understand that
yeah,
because there's times when I
yeah.
still get triggered, girl. And I've been doing this for 4 years. People say shit to me and they be triggering me. They be like, oh, get rid of your double chin and go get to the gym. And I'm like,
Yeah,
fuck you in that gym. You know, I get it. I get it.
yeah.
Focus and stay
Mm,
focused. And the more you focus and you put pressure on your present situation, meaning
mm,
you apply the knowledge, you know what to do, you've taken the course, start creating, get creative. Your mind won't have time to think about this man and the love that could have been or the relationship that may have been lost. You'll be so busy, booked and busy, doing your own thing, making your own source of income, making your own flow. Helping people is fulfilling as
mm,
like it is the most fulfilling thing you can do is to help someone else. So the more you invest in that, the less you'll
mm.
be concerned about this man and what he's doing and how many times he comes knocking, and he will become an irrelevant piece of your life. He'll become what Evelyn Lizzo say, a non-motherfucking factor.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it wasn't really a question. I think I just wanted to share it on live because I saw you on live when I came on Instagram today.
You needed
So
to vent, which is okay.
yeah,
This is a safe space to vent, right? Sundays
yeah,
would be better because then you don't have people that are, you know what I mean? Sundays
yep,
will be
yep,
better
yeah.
because on Sundays we're listening, we're appreciating you, we're valuing you, we're valuing your the condition that you're in, right?
Mm,
But on live, there's a lot of women that have never worked with me before. So they're
facts.
they're they're throwing in their own opinions, they're throwing in their own, they don't even know you. They have no idea who
Yeah,
this guy is. They have no idea what they've done, he's done for you outside of what you've said on the live. So irrelevant.
yeah.
Irrelevant.
Mm.
Just focus on you being booked and busy so that no matter how many times he comes knocking on your door, you don't find that one small piece of your heart that still might give him a chance and open up.
Oh, it's
Do
over.
not,
It
do
is
not.
over.
That's it. Do not open the door for him. Do not allow him back into your space. He does not uplift you. He does not make you feel good about yourself. He does not sow seeds into you. He does not want to see you be beautiful and be authentically you. He does not want to see you winning.
Yeah.
He love
Oh.
bombed you in the beginning, and thankfully he did, because we got that course at him that we needed, and we acquired the knowledge we needed. But
Facts.
now, in just 3 months, imagine when it's 3 years.
True.
You're going to be
True.
looking like somebody's baby mama running around barefoot, pregnant in the kitchen. You know what I mean? Abiding
Facts.
by his rules, not driving your own car, not doing your own thing, not living your own life. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm glad that I'm learning it because I'm only in my 20s, and I mean, I know your audience is women of 30s and 40s, so at least I'm learning it now and not
They
when
done
I'm
been through
like,
all this shit already, sis. That's why they talking
yep,
shit. Cause they like,
yep,
oh no, girl, leave, girl. No, cause they didn't leave. They didn't walk away when it was time to.
yep,
Or maybe they did, and because they have the experience, they're trying to spare you. But
yeah.
irrelevant. The fact that you recognize it now at 3 months, there's women that spend 3 years in relationships like this. There's women that
Yeah,
spend 30 years in
yep,
relationships like this. And the fact that you see it now is
yeah,
everything.
yeah. And
So
Leah,
I
I just
applaud
want
you.
to thank you for like making a safe space. Because yeah, I really just wanted to vent. Because like I said, this week I sat down and I was like, I'm not going crazy. It's not me. It's him. Like he's like a dark cloud in my life, and when he's not around, it's like beach waves. Like so, yeah. Like I'm in my
Listen,
20s. I have a whole life ahead of me.
tomorrow, you taking yourself out for your birthday, and you're going to celebrate somewhere at a bar, and you're going to tell the lady when you walk in it's your birthday, and you're going to tell them you want them to sing to you at your table that big obnoxious birthday song, and somebody's going to buy you a drink, and you're going to be in la la land getting compliments from other people that this
Yes.
man refuses to give you because he wants you to walk around looking dusty and dirty all day.
Hmm. I'll
He
actually
can't
do that
compliment you and tell
tomorrow.
you you look beautiful when you look dusty, when your hair is nappy, when your shit is not.
Exactly. Exactly. I
Take
thought that
yourself
was
out
the
tomorrow.
most
Promise.
craziest thing.
Promise
I'll
you're going to
promise.
take yourself out tomorrow.
Even if it's something small. Yes.
Even if it's something small. But you're going to give yourself the celebration that you deserve, small or not small. You're going to
Yeah.
get cute. No jeans and a t-shirt. No. You're going to
No.
get cute. You're going to put on some proper shoes. You're going to grab you a handbag, and you're going to go out tomorrow.
Yes. Honestly. And
And I'm going to
thank
hold
thank
you to it. You're
thank
going to
you
go
for
out
making this a
tomorrow and you're
safe
going to celebrate
space.
yourself the way that you deserve to be celebrated. You've come a long way, sis, from having no man to
Hmm.
having no men invest in you to having a man provide you months of your rent and things that you
Hmm.
needed. And you thought you would have to do all that by yourself because you were a woman that got your shit semi together. You thought that
Hmm.
you would have to carry all the weight by yourself. And this just goes to show you that even men who are shit shows and in shambles will still provide for you no
Yep.
matter what. They're
You just gotta know
still
when to
willing to do
leave.
it. This might not be the right guy to do it, but they're still willing to do it. So
Yes.
tomorrow you get dressed. Tomorrow you take yourself out. Tomorrow you go to a hookah lounge. You go to a upscale lounge. You go to wherever. Don't diminish the value of your birthday because all your friends are not around right now because I'm sure he took that all
Mm.
from you.
Yeah. Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
I know him. I just don't know him. He's
Yep.
consumed so much of your time that you didn't have time for your friends. You've been kind of shying away from your family. He's been consuming you. And then he tried to break you down, and you caught him in the break you down phase. Call up one of your cousins, girl. Call up a friend. Call up somebody you haven't spent time with in a while and go out. Go talk business. When that man comes up to you and says, Happy birthday. What are you doing out here by yourself? You say, you know what? I've been so focused on building my business that the dude I was talking to, we kind of fell out ways, and I just wanted to make myself feel good, so here I am.
Hmm. You're right. Thank you.
Because you deserve it.
Thank you. Like, I really mean that. Thank you.
You're very welcome. And send me a Cash App. Your first drink is on me.
I don't have Cash App. I just have PayPal.
Send me your PayPal. Your first drink is on me.
Thank you. So I just
Okay.
message you?
Yep. Send me a DM. Say, hey, coach, it's me. Here's my PayPal. And I'll make
Okay.
sure my team gets you a PayPal. First drink is on me. Maybe the
Thank
first two. I had a good day
Thank you.
today. You're welcome, sis. I'll see you on the call tomorrow.
All right.
Ciao for now. Listen, we gotta remember, y'all, that a relationship is supposed to be fulfilling. A relationship is supposed to not just make you feel good, but it's supposed to be fulfilling. It's supposed to be a thing that advances you, that helps you grow, that nourishes and nurtures you in your desire to be someone better than who you are. Don't ever deal with somebody who's like, oh no, you're too good, let's dumb you down, let's dull your light, let's shift your spirit, let's turn you into someone you're not. I don't want you to get dressed, I don't want you to look good, I don't want you to. You wouldn't even have a best friend that did that to you. You'd be like, my friend don't want to see me up. My friend don't want to see me when she's a hater. Well, that man is a hater. It's time for him to go. He don't even like himself. You don't have to like him. He doesn't even like himself. All right, let's see. They say you can have whatever, but then when you ask for money, they ask, what will I get? They're saying you can have whatever because, number one, that conversation is happening too soon. They're just infatuated with you. So they're telling you whatever it is that you want to hear. Nobody at any point in the very beginning of a situationship or relationship, they're never going to tell you you can have whatever you like. That comes with a relationship, sis. That comes with time. That comes with effort, energy, reciprocity. That doesn't just come off the rip where he's like, you can have whatever you like. Don't let Tip get you tore up, sis. These men are saying, I'm willing. I'm a willing man. It doesn't mean you jump out the window right away and say, well, let me get this is not McDonald's. This is not Wendy's. This is not the fast food line where you just drive up and be like, let me get a number 6 with a double sofa and a 65-inch flat. No. Make it an 85-inch flat screen TV. And let me get 2 new carpets for $2,000. And let me get a new desk, them desks that do this. You can't do that. You can't do that. You can't do that. This is not fast food order drive-through. You can't do that. So if he's saying you can have whatever, ask him what that means. What does that mean? You know? And what kind of woman makes you say something like that? What about me makes you say that I can have whatever? Because I know in a relationship there has to be reciprocity. So I'm just curious to know, like, what makes you feel like I'm the kind of woman that deserves whatever? Or what are you looking for in the form of reciprocity that you feel like you would need from a woman that you would give whatever to? You know what I mean? A woman that you would give whatever to, what would you want in return from her? Turn it into a third party conversation, a third person narrative. Allow him to be free to speak to you freely and tell you really what's on his mind. What are some conversation starters that can be used at events outside of my comfort zone? Okay, so one, you've been watching way too long to not be in the gang. I'm just saying, because you wouldn't have these questions if you was in the gang, sis. You would already have the conversation starters. You would already know what to say. You would already know. You would not still be. Imagine if you started back when you seen me first. Imagine if you came into the community and you started working with me and you started getting. Imagine how far you would be if you did that. That's number one. Number two, tell this man you've never been at this event before. You know, honestly, I just came to this event because I really want to network and I want to meet really amazing people. And I'm tired of going to clubs and I'm tired of going to lounges and I'm tired of putting myself in those spaces because I really want to just start connecting with people that are about their business, that are really focused on what they want in their life and fulfillment. And so I decided to come here. I have no idea what I'm doing here. I don't even know who the speakers are. I don't know what they're talking about. I have no idea. Fill me in. I was winging it in hopes to meet good people. And look, now I found you. Conversation starter and finisher, baby. You can run that back 96 times. Just saying. You can run that one back 96 times. What are some common red flags that would turn them off? Dishonesty. Are you talking about men? Dishonesty, no goals, nothing to talk about, nothing relative to him or that he's interested in talking about. TV, if all you talk about is like TV shows and what you're watching and what you, mm-mm, mm-mm, it's a no-go. My makeup do look good tonight. Again, it's a little rosy on the cheeks, but I'm gonna get that blender right. I'm telling you, I'm gonna get that blender right, and I'm gonna give me a little contour in here. I'm gonna give it what it's supposed to give tomorrow. Watch this. I got supplies now. I don't like this cookie though. I should have got one. Stop thumping around in there. It's your little attitude. Thump you too, Rabiana. Oh, she is talking back, y'all. She is stomping her feet. She is talking back. Rabiana. Do y'all hear her? I can't. Any tips on meeting wealthy women in person for LGBT community? Yeah, get outside. Go to LGBT events. Listen, there's nothing that an LGBT person loves more than an LGBT event. LGBT fundraiser, LGBT parade, LGBT club, LGBT gathering, LGBT event, LGBT conference, LGBT. Listen, we are in 2023, baby. Everything is LGBT, honey. You can go to LGBT church. Oof. I don't know what the Lord said about that, but I know they're out there. So listen, now who you date is none of my business. How you date is literally my business. So, you know, I don't really have anything for the LGBT community because I don't know where I stand with that right now. I'll be honest with you. My walk in God has led me to no longer doing bad things, you know. Me internally, my perspective, God said, let that go. So I did. You know what I mean? Just being honest. But that don't mean I'm judging you. That don't mean, look, you know what? God said, I want you to stay in this community because I want you to be able to bring these people to me. I don't give a damn what they like or lick. I want you to bring them to me. And I want you to bring them to me in bountiful numbers. I want you to continue to speak to them, to love on them, to heal them, to give them, to provide them with the tools and resources they need because I need you to bring them to me. So guess what, sis? Everything LGBT, you can go anywhere. Straight up. You can go anywhere. Anywhere. Start with a convention. Start with church. Start with, I don't know, shit LGBT people like or do. I'm not LGBT, so I can't tell you exactly where to go. But I can tell you that there's a lot of LGBT things out there right now. You know what I mean? Get into it. Excuse me, I burped. Oh, this rabbit hair is on my face. I feel it. Does that make sense? If you're not financially where you want to be, but met a really good guy, should you fake it till you make it and let him know your struggles? Absolutely do not fake it till you make it. And let him know your struggles by talking about the things you are working on first and the areas that you need his assistance second. Okay? Do not just hit this man with the, I need a new laptop. I need a new lunchbox. I need a new Lego set. Please stop doing that. Please stop doing it. talk about what you are working on, and then talk about the struggle of where you're stuck, and then talk about where you could really use his help in that order. Do not fake it till you make it, because if you fake it till you make it, you won't get shit from him. How do I ask a male friend for more funds? We aren't having sex or dating. He's an older gentleman that says he respects me as an entrepreneur, but I feel like I'm broke and begging. That's a personal problem. If you feel like you're broke and begging, that's on you. You have to tuck your pride to the side and pretend like you are asking a sponsor for them to sponsor you. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you gotta sis, what? You feel broke? Maybe it's because you are broke. And if you are broke, just tell him the truth. Tell him you need his help. Tell him, listen, you've been a really good friend to me, and honestly, I don't really know who else to ask for this. I don't really know who else to go to with this. I don't really know who else is even willing to do this for me. So I'm asking you, sir, help a sister out. I'm trying to take care of X, Y, Z, and I need it by this time. Are you willing to help me? Are you willing to help make sure that I get this? Get into it. We be so afraid to ask for stuff. Where do you meet these guys? Everywhere. Go outside. Coffee shops, gas stations, car washes, events of all kinds, honey. Open houses. Baby, if you ain't in the market for a house, go get you a go. Make sure you please go. Go to one of them real estate events where they got snacks and it's an open house. And you might just meet the realtor. Hello. I know plenty of single realtors. They ain't all married. Find you an open house with a dude real estate agent and go. Go. You might network with some people. People forget you have to put yourself out there. You can't get hit by a bus if you don't run in the street. I know that sounds crazy and extreme, and you don't want to get hit by a bus. But the point is, if you don't pray, you don't talk to God. If you don't work out, you don't get skinny. If you don't put good food in your body, you don't get healthy. If you don't put oil in your hair, you get dry hair. The shit falls out, you lose your edges. If you don't do, you don't receive. You understand? So it's not where do you meet them. You can meet them online. You just got to get online. You can meet them in person. You just got to get outside. You have to have the mindset of abundance and affluence tied together in order to go outside and meet a man with some money that's willing to invest in you. You can't just go to the man that invests in you station and order one up. You can't just go on Amazon and get one on Prime. You have to have a mindset that attracts affluence and abundant mindset. You have to be an abundant thinker. You can't be one of them chicks that be like, ain't no rich man in my city. All these guys are broke. All they do is cheat. They're going to lie anyway. You ain't never going to get no man like that. Never. This is why my courses and my classes are so important. I put out a class today called Rich Man Roadmap. If you go to my recent post today, you type in the word roadmap, there might be a few left at $47. I'm going to put the link right here. You can screenshot this, copy and paste it into your hey Sid, into your Safari or Google or whatever kind of phone you're on. But listen, if you don't get yourself out there, put yourself in proximity, is priceless. You will never meet a man if you sit at home, don't step outside. When you step outside, you look dusty. When you step outside, you have a dusty mindset. You're like, yeah, there's no good men in here. There's no good men out there. All the good men are taken. All the good men are married. All the good men are... No, you have to have an abundant mindset that there is a man out there looking for you. Look, if you were one of those women on a live that's in your 40s, here goes my friend. Aram, I don't know him, but the point is that Aram said, "Where are the cougars? I'm 26. I'm doing very well for myself, but I want an older woman." Why do you want an older woman, Aram? Probably because he wants a woman that knows what she wants, that has a desire in life, that is already seeking fulfillment, that is already at a place in her life where she is 100% not in conflict with herself. She is not in a space where she's leading with her masculinity. She knows what it is to have a man. She knows what it is to appreciate and value a man and honor a man and hold him in that. Come on, ladies. Hey, Sid. Come on, ladies. The men are out there. You just think that they're not, so they're not. He doesn't want a 26-year-old. He's 20. He's under 30. He wants a cougar. Why does he want a cougar? He didn't say, "I want a woman that ain't got no kids that's 40 plus." He said, "I want a cougar. I want her to be older. I want her to be mature. I want her to not be walking around in goddamn see-through Spanx and fishnet bodysuits. I don't want her walking around looking like Spider-Man out this month. I just want a woman that knows how to present herself. I want a woman who's God-fearing. I want a woman who prays for me at night and prays with me in the morning. I want a woman who understands and appreciates and values my position as a man and allows me to lead and be a man. I want a woman who greets me when I come in the door, who will take my shoes off and serve me because I serve her. I want a woman who understands that servancy does not mean a position of anywhere but to my rib and on my side. It does not mean she's lower than me. It does not mean that she's a slave. It means that she's submissive to me. She doesn't look at submission as some terrible sickness that puts her in a shitty position when it comes to the magnitude of her importance in my life and in a relationship. No, she's valuable to me because she's submissive. I want a woman who understands this. So I want me a MILF. That's what he said. He said, "I want a MILF. And I don't care how many kids you have as long as you take care of them." I threw that in there. He didn't say that, but I said that. Listen, we are seeking out men. We got all these standards for men. And you forget that these men have a standard for you. You forget that they're like, "Dang, I dated a lot of Bonquishas." If your name is Bonquisha, girl, I'm sorry. Okay, this is not a personal attack. I'm just saying, I dated a lot of Rabianas. Okay, Tatianas, and that's not for me. I'm not happy. I'm not fulfilled with a Tatiana. I need a Tatiana that I could take home to my mama and I could love and appreciate, cherish, and value. Someone I want to pour into, someone I want to do things for. I want to open her car door. I want to help her through her tough situation. I want to eliminate all her areas of concern, because that's what she does for me. I'm just saying, I got to take this hat off. It's starting to hurt my head. It's probably the Bacardi, but whatever. On my mama, on my hood, I look fly, I look good. Check my swag, wish you could. I took that hat off. Ooh, thank God, my head was starting to hurt. Come on in, Aram. Come on in. You see how he presented himself? I would love to chat with you on live. Come talk to me, friend. Come and talk to me. I really want to meet you, sir.
Hey, how are you doing?
How you doing, friend?
You know, I'm doing phenomenal. How are you?
I cannot complain. Not a complaint in the world that anyone wants to listen to anyway. You know what I mean?
I love to hear that. I love to hear that.
So, Aram, you jumped in. Thank you, first of all, for hopping in. I appreciate that.
No problem.
So, Aram, I think you would be like the perfect gentleman. I'm actually doing with a very big blog on social media. We're collaborating to do a online speed dating type of show.
Okay.
And I think you might be a perfect candidate for this show. So I want to ask you a couple questions.
All right.
Look, the ladies are on it already. I want to ask you a couple questions because you mentioned, is that okay? Can I ask you a couple questions?
Please do.
And you're going to be in your truth, right?
That's all I do.
Okay, perfect. So, am I saying your name right? Aram?
Aram.
Aram. Okay, Aram. So, Aram, you have mentioned I want a cougar. I'm 26 years old,
Correct.
right? I want a cougar. Can you explain to me what that means and why?
Great question. So, I was in a relationship for 3 years, woman my age, right? I'm currently in Washington, D.C. right now. I actually live in San Francisco, work in tech,
Okay.
as everyone else does. But what I'm looking for in a cougar, and I've dated women who are like older than me, like 31, 32. My last girlfriend before this last one was 33, 34.
Okay.
And I really am attracted to women who understand what they want. My mother always raised me, and she always told me, don't bring any weed to the house. And so that's what we learned to do. And so the women who I attract are really high quality. They are really passionate about what they're doing in their careers. They have like a really big vision. And not only am I willing to go and support that, but I also love leading that vision. Ever since I was really young, I've been building my own companies. I've always been really a high achiever in academics. And so I'm always looking for somebody on my level. I'm not here for the thoughts, anything like that. I really don't have time for that bullshit. I try to come off as really nice, but yeah, I really don't have time for that shit at all.
Okay, so let me stop you for just a second, and forgive me
Please.
for interrupting, but you mentioned, right, like thoughts, right? And I love that you are such an intellectual being that even the word thoughts comes out like thoughts. I love that. So let me just say I appreciate the fact that you speak well, you carry yourself well. Obviously, you're well groomed, you take care of yourself. I appreciate that, and so do the women that are seeking a man like yourself, right? So you mentioned like I'm not into that. At 26 years old, most men are in their whole phase. Are you in your relationship phase? Your long-term like, are you ready to be a husband, or are you ready to just date seriously, or are you open to a woman with children? Like, give me an idea of your perfect situation, because at 26 I was definitely not in my wife phase. Okay. And so I appreciate a man at 26 saying, look, I don't want to do that. I'm not at a point where I want to just share myself with multiple people. I'm ready for what?
Look, how I arrived to where I am in my situation, I really don't wish on anybody. So when I was, it was 2018, 2019, my father passed away, right? And so I'm the eldest, so I became the man of the house. Okay. And so I had to go take on a lot of responsibilities. Mm-hmm. And so I was living in New York City. I was working at a venture capital firm, and then I moved out to San Francisco to go becoming like employee number 4 at this high growth tech company. Okay. And, it took on a lot of responsibilities. And so, I look after, my mom, my little brother, who's, he's also an engineer as well. And so I had to grow up really, really quickly. And so when it comes to looking at stuff like that, I'm also looking for a woman who's also advancing really, really quickly as well. And so, it's a lot of struggle. It's a lot of hardship, but I matured. And so whenever I go and date people, I always look for somebody who was older than me, in age wise, but in maturity, we're basically at the same level. So it really doesn't matter to me how old they are. In regards to the hoe phase, I tried. I really, really tried. It's just not for me. I'm out here. Like I said, I'm in DC right now. I recently just got back from Japan, and prior to that, so I lived in Japan for a month, and then I was in Brazil for a month as well. Okay. And I'm really the relationship type. I really didn't think I was until I got out there in the world, and I was like, it's not for me at all. And I can kind of pull whoever I want, really attractive guy, do really well for myself.
I could see that.
But I'm really attracted to intimacy and being able to understand somebody on a really deep level. That's what I'm looking for. And so, the hoe phase, 26, I tried. It's not for me. It's not for anybody in my family as well.
Okay.
You know, my mother was previously married before she met my father, but that was like decades ago. And
Okay.
so my older brother, older sister, both married. My little brother, also in a long-term relationship, now in another relationship right now.
Okay.
And so, you know, that's just kind of how we were raised.
Okay. Okay. So you see somebody on Instagram,
Okay.
right? And you go to their page for the first time. What are you looking for that draws you in and says to you, I might be attracted to this person? What piques your interest, right? So let's like pretend we're on social media, pretend we're on Instagram.
Okay.
You found this person's page, you start scrolling through. What jumps out at you? What makes you say, I might be aligned with this woman? What are you seeing?
All right. For me, like, you know, if she's hot, she's hot, right?
Okay,
And
okay.
so
So attraction, obviously, is
yeah,
important.
attraction, that's one thing. But usually for the women who I'm looking at, I'm on like Raya, I'm on The League, I'm on Hinge, Tinder filled, you know, I mean, where I'm at, it's about to be midnight, so it gets lower and lower. But I do my due diligence, like I look on LinkedIn and I look at stuff like that as well and see if like, sex is only surface level for me, but I'm looking for something to like, I'm looking for a woman I can build something with. Because I can bust a nut and dip off. It means nothing to me.
Right,
Right?
right.
It means, it's weird if they come over to my house and I'm like, you gonna leave or not? But
Right.
I don't like that. I don't like that. I want you to stay. I want you to stay. I want to go and build something with you, right? So I do a lot of my own due diligence with that. And so when it comes to women who I find on Instagram, 9 times out of 10, they're really coming from a funnel from like another dating app. So I found them on The League, I found them on Raya, I found them on
Okay, fair enough.
or LinkedIn. It's me, you know.
Okay.
If I like you, there's nothing I won't do to go and pursue you, right? I'm
Talk
really
to me about what you like. Give me the top 3 things that are the most important values for you when it comes to aligning with the perfect woman. Top 3.
All right, minority woman, right? And that's, you know, minority woman. I'm not going to say anything else. She needs to have a STEM degree. I really like technology and I want to raise our kids in a certain way. And she needs to be ambitious. And when I mean ambitious, she could say like, hey, I'm going to build my own fashion company. I'm going to go be a CEO of a hospital, whatever. Because when I see that ambition, I see a part of myself. And more importantly, I don't just want to be your boyfriend, your husband. I want to be your co-conspirator. I want to be able to go and help you, right? How do we grow? Because, you know, I'm 26 now. I really want to retire really, really soon. Because, yeah, working sucks. I'm very fortunate where I am right now. But even then, living in San Francisco, you know, even bringing the money I am doing right now, it is what it is, right? I'm ready to retire. And I want to be able to go and provide a life for my wife and kids where they don't have to worry about anything. That's one of the big goals for me, right? I want to, I really want to bring in nepotism for my children. That's the big thing. The N-word, the good N-word.
I love that. I love that. Okay, so you mentioned children, you mentioned wife. Does this ideal woman have children? Are children a make or break? Previous existing children, is that a make or break for you?
So if you'd asked me this, I got a date too, actually. A year ago, it would have been, yes, it would have been a break just because the relationship with the kid. But actually, I was hosting a party at at my house, so one of my places in SF. And this woman came through and her kid's like 5, maybe 6, 7 years old. I think my biggest thing is I don't want to have a relationship with the child, or if I do, I want to be as positive as possible. Because if we break up, that's not good. I'm very fortunate enough to like, my dad, it's all I knew, right? You know, we're great. But I don't want to break that up. And so it's a nice to have if she doesn't have any children at all. But if it's the right woman, I don't operate in the black and white. I operate in the gray.
Okay, I appreciate that. Okay. Okay, there's no wrong answers here, so we appreciate that. All right, so tell me about faith-based. Are you looking for a woman that's faith-based? Does faith matter to you? Does belief in God or a specific religion, outweigh someone who is non-religious? How do you feel about, belief in a higher source, a higher power?
I have a really good friend. I'll give you his last name, Mackie, who got me back in the church this year. And I remember
Good
he
for
took me to
Mackie. I love that
yeah,
for you.
yeah. And so, Mackie brought me back in the church. I grew up in the church, very faith-based. And so I remember going to church a couple of months ago, and we were in San Francisco, and I remember it was just us and a bunch of homeless people. And it put everything in perspective for me.
Yeah.
How, despite how shitty stuff might be, I gotta fire this person. I gotta go do this. This bill is coming through the fucking wazoo. All this stuff. It all pillars in comparison to what other people are going through as well. And so Mackie really got me into that, right? And so faith-based is important. However, you can be a Hebrew, Muslim, Christian, Zoroastrianism. I really don't care.
Right, because
But
God is going to do what he does either way.
exactly.
Yes.
I think the good thing is if life is hard, right? If you believe in something bigger than yourself, that's going to be good for our relationship. And more importantly, I think if even I'm very convincing, right? If you're an atheist, agnostic, I'll bring you back into the fold. Doesn't matter for me,
right.
So that's what it is.
Right, because
faith-based or
alignment is
not,
alignment. He doesn't play.
yeah, we can work on it. I'm real convincing.
Right. Okay, so faith is important to you. What denomination you are or what have you is really irrelevant. But openness to faith and operating in a space of belief is big for you.
I would even say it's like open to new experiences and opportunities and opening up your
Okay.
mind. I think when it comes to finding yourself to religion, it's much more of being an open human, right?
Yes.
And so that's the bigger thing. If you say no to that, then that tells me a lot about you. You're shutting yourself off to a lot of
Absolutely.
new experiences.
Absolutely.
That might be, hey, we're not going to Burning Man, we're not going to Coachella, we're not going to
Right.
or we're not going to Brazil or whatever it might be.
Right. Whatever
Or,
it is. Yeah.
exactly.
Absolutely.
Or it could be like, yo, meet me here at 9 p.m. at this club in SF, right? And
This
so,
same old thing. Right. No,
exactly,
100% I'm with you on that.
exactly,
Okay.
which we can't deal with.
Okay. So how close with your family are you? You mentioned your family a lot through this, little quick conversation. And a lot of the ladies on the live are like, oh my God, he's a breath of fresh air. Like this is
Ooh, I don't know about
something.
that.
Now listen, Aram, I don't bring men onto my live because they usually do very inappropriate things and say horrible stuff. So very seldom do I bring men, but I also catch a vibe from high value men. I know how to spot them. I know what their profile picture looks like. I know how they present themselves in the comments section. I know I can smell them from a mile away, right? So I knew this would be a fruitful conversation. But the ladies in the comments are like, who is this guy? Right? Like, where did he come from? What planet did he come from? So ladies that are just tuning in, this is Aram. He's 26 years old. He is you said you're in California now, right?
Yeah, so I'm currently in Washington. I was just here for the holidays, so I'm in Washington, D.C. right now.
Okay.
And I'll be going back to, if anybody wants to help me go and turn this company around, I'll be in San Diego for 2 weeks and I'm going to SF. But yeah, who am I? High value man. I'm constantly striving to become a better version of myself. I grew up not only in church, but being a Boy Scout as well. And so I was trying to work on myself. I was just at the gym. And so I know that I'm capable of so much more than I'm currently achieving, right? I think that's one of my biggest detractors is that I feel like I'm not living up to my full potential, right? And that really does hurt me. So,
Aram,
I
the
try to
secret
run.
to that, that's what women do.
Man,
We
Look,
we elevate, we ignite, we embrace, we prepare, we place. We That's what we do. When you find a good one. So I don't want to talk about all the great things about you because I can clearly tell that you're an amazing guy. Tell me about your red flags.
oh,
Tell
I
me
got plenty
about
of them.
your
I
tell
write them
me
down.
about your flaws. What are the things that aren't that you're working on? What are the things that you're focused on fixing? What are some of your insecurities?
So the people who love me, right, who care deeply about me, I tend to push them away. Particularly my mother. That's something I'm really working on right now. She lives in Bethesda, and you know, I one of the big things is this, right? When my dad passed away, I realized that I'm like, oh shit, I got to be here for my mom financially, right? So kicked into high gear, saving up. I'm trying to buy houses. I'm trying to do all this shit, but she needs me emotionally. And that's something that I have failed time and time again, not only with my mother, but also in previous relationships, right? I'm like, past girlfriends, I'm like, yo, we're at the French Laundry. We're at this, 6-star, well, 6-star, they're in, Abu Dhabi, 5-star hotel, but
Right.
5.5, right? Right? I'm not going to lie on here. But look, we're at this place, right? I'm taking you, I'm spending all this money, I'm working hard. What more do you want from me? And it's not the money, right? I took my mom, so she's going to retire in a couple of years, right?
Okay.
Like 2 years. And so she mentioned that she wanted to retire in Portugal. And I'm like, all right, great. What was it, June, July? I took us to Portugal, right, for vacation. And, I was like, for me, my vacation, this is another red flag. I like experiencing America just in other countries, right? Right?
Okay.
So whether it be Japan, Brazil, I've been all over the world this year, right? Portugal, Mexico, Colombia, doesn't matter. I'm like, let me be in my hotel room. And so
Okay.
one of the red flags that I had was I would spend the day in my hotel room working or chilling and then just take my mom for dinner, right?
Okay.
And, she told me off. We went to one of these resorts and she was like, I don't care about the money. I don't care about, the resorts or anything like that. You're my son. I want to spend time with you. And it's something that I am still struggling to this day. She texted me, where are we going for dinner? And for me, I love going out, showing good time. One of the things I love doing is, making people laugh. I do stand-up comedy. But when it comes to that intimate time, especially with people who really care about me, I get nervous, right? Because they know a lot about me, and I really don't know how to act, how to respond. And I'm like, all right, well, what do you need? What do you need me to buy? Like, I will take care of you. Like, let's do this, right? Where do you want to retire? We'll go there. We'll check this out.
Right.
That's one of the that is my red flag. I'm very cognizant of that. And so I've been talking to my therapist. I try to talk to my mom about this, but it's
You have
really
a
hard for me.
therapist.
Yeah,
That's
I've
awesome.
got a therapist. All right,
That's
I've gone through a
awesome.
couple of them, but it is what it is. And so that's something that I'm really struggling with. I really want to get through with it. And that, with my previous girlfriend who I dated for 3 years, it was like, hey, we can do nice things. She saw me like go from like here,
Right. Right.
exponentially. But it's more about my time. I was always taught time is money, but it's far more than that. It's time is emotion and time is love. And
Yes.
with the death of my father, you know, you can always get more money, right? I
Right.
realize this. I'm
Right.
now learning now that it's like
Can never get more time.
you can never get more time, and so that's something that I'm really trying to learn.
I
And
love that.
it's fucking hard, right?
It is.
I
It
can tell
is.
you that it's fucking hard. I don't have the answers. I don't have the answers out.
Okay.
So yeah,
Okay.
that is my huge red flag.
Okay,
Huge,
I
huge, huge red
appreciate the
flag.
honesty. I appreciate you being able to just self-reflect even when it's ugly, and that's big. You know what I mean? Like a man that can take himself to a therapist and recognize that like I want to be at my best. And there's this thing that's stopping me from being at my best. So I want to talk about it. I want to feel it out. I want to work through it. I want to figure it out so that I can evolve into my best. That is a beautiful thing, and I want to commend you on that because there's not many men on this planet, let alone in this country, that that are willing to take that step on their own without anyone else's influence, and support. And so the fact that you're a single man and you're still in therapy, no matter who pushed you to go get therapy, right? It might have been mom, it might have been friend, it might have been yourself, it might have been whoever. But the fact that you are still actively pursuing the growth is a beautiful thing. So I want to just commend you and give you your flowers for that,
Well, I
because that's a big
appreciate you.
deal.
Oh, I will say this: Charlemagne from the Breakfast Club convinced me. I read his book, Shook Ones: Anxiety's Playing Tricks on Me, to go and do that. I do have other red flags. I still 26 years of age. Don't leave the toilet seat down. I'm working on that. I'm trying. That's another one. And goodness, when I'm in public, I spit on the ground. That's the other one. But I'm working on myself.
Ooh.
I'm working. You know what? One of the things my father always told me, as a matter of fact, where is my?
I've heard worse things, but
No, actually, hold up. I will show you
that's
this.
pretty gross.
No. Actually, so one of the things my father always gave me was a handkerchief. So even though when I'm not with women, I do it, but I always walk around with a handkerchief. So this is that. So you will never catch me doing that when I'm out with a woman.
Okay.
But we're
Okay.
being
All right. Are you a jealous guy?
Am I a jealous guy? You know what? Yes, because the reason why I'm jealous is because I always want to find out how I can become a better version of myself, and how is somebody better than me, and what can I do to achieve to get to their level or become better.
Okay. So
So
would
yeah.
you say that you're jealous of women, or you're jealous of men, or is it both?
Oh, now that you're rephrasing the question, I would say neither. I would actually say I'm much more of like, what can I do? What can I quantify to become better than myself? If I see someone else and I know that what they're doing is better than me and I can achieve it, right? Then I'm like, all right, well, what are they doing? How do I get there? Like, LeBron James is 6'8", right?
100% that's me.
I'm not going to be 6'8". On a good day, I might wear some height insoles or whatever. I might get 6'2", 6'3". I'm gonna get there, and you know what? I'm still growing. But
Said I'm young. I'm
I'm
young,
still
and
young.
I drink good milk.
I'm drinking great milk, impeccable milk, straight from the cow. But yeah, it's less of a jealousy thing and much more of a self-improvement thing, right? There's things that I know that I'm not going to be able to achieve, or things that I'm really, really working
Right.
on. I learned how to touch my toes this year, right? Stuff like that.
Right. No, that's
So yeah.
awesome. That's awesome.
So yeah, there's the jealous type is thinking about this as well. I always, like I said, I want to be your co-conspirator, your co-conspirator when it comes to achieving stuff, right? And if I don't see you achieving those things with me in your life, I feel some type of way, right? I'll be completely honest with that, right? And I'm like, how can I help you do stuff? And even if we split up or something like that, I'm still gonna think about you and say, hey, who can I connect you to, right?
Right.
Can I connect you to X, Y, or Z? It doesn't really matter to me, right? I want to help you be successful.
You're a builder and investor.
I guess that's what they call us.
Yeah.
My friends call it degenerate gamblers, but yeah, builder investor.
You hang out with tech guys. That's why. You hang out with the tech guys.
Yeah.
So,
No, that's San Francisco for you.
So last question.
Okay.
Are you in a position where you are open to meeting a woman online? And if so, are you in position to make sure that that woman safely gets to you, for you to spend time together, and safely gets back? Are you
That's what I've been doing for the last
a long distance relationship?
Yes, 100%. So I broke up with my last girlfriend a year ago,
Okay.
and I thought I made a mistake, and so it was actually almost a year to the date, around December. My company had me move to New York, and I got into this mindset where I'm going to become the best version of myself. And so I ended up losing 30 pounds this year, trying to get back with her.
Congratulations.
I needed to do it.
Let me get some of that milk you drinking.
Hey, I got you. Hey, send me the address. I got you. It's not the milk, actually. It's the protein, right? So whatever I eat, my body weight in protein, like in grams, right? So I used to be 207. I am now goodness, 180, 178.
So wait, time out. I said last question, I lied. Does weight matter to you? Or is it more of the way she carries herself and what she looks like versus how much she weighs?
Look, I'm a builder and an investor. It don't matter to me, baby. I make it work.
I love that. He said, I've been going to the gym. I've been working out.
If you're willing to build and invest in yourself, right? Because I know what I've gone through, and I've also seen not only myself but my mom as well, right? She was like, damn, she's like, it's getting kind of big. She started working out. She works out more than me. She got that the neckline and all that stuff done as
Okay.
well. Like, okay.
Okay, so what is the most important feature or thing that attracts you to a woman? I know you mentioned earlier, like her drive, her ambition, but you have to get to know somebody for that. What is your first initial physical attraction? Is it butt, boobs, eyes, hair, lips? Like, what is the one thing that makes you like,
wow, that's a great
wow?
question. I look at a range of things. I'm really well-rounded as a person, so I look at everything.
Okay.
Outside of the lips, but tits, we can figure out, right? I ain't really worried about that.
Right.
Even hair, we can figure out. I got a fun story about starting a hair company. But yeah, I'm looking at the lips, I'm looking at the butt, and I'm looking at the intelligence, I'm looking at the drive and ambition as well. Because everything else,
So
we can work
you're
on.
seeking those things out in that first conversation. You're asking the right questions to figure out where this woman is at in terms of her drive and desire, what she's working on actively, what her dream is, how is she pursuing it. You're asking those questions on an initial meet.
So I'll give you this. I'll give you the scale. So how people are like on a scale of like 1 to 10. So I think that's stupid. I look on a scale of 1 to 30. And so how I do that, it's like there's looks, there is education, and then there's potential as well, and like connection. Potential and connection.
That's good.
And so you could be a 10, and I've, knocked down plenty of 10s, but it's like,
that's good.
yeah, you're not making it out of Northern California. What are my kids gonna do with that, right? And so it gives me a better way. Like at the end of the day, I'm a fucking nerd, right? I'm a good looking nerd, but I'm a fucking nerd, and so I want to quantify everything. And so when people are like, yo, I only date like 8s and above. I'm like, that's really fucking low. I look at 24s and up, right? Because I understand, like, hey, I can quantify like what your ambitions are, who you went, right?
Absolutely.
You can be a 5 in the looks department, but if you went to MIT and I don't know, you're related to Xi Jinping or whomever, I'm like, we can make that work, because at the end of the day, it's what's our legacy gonna look like? So I'm like, all right, we can make it happen.
I love that. Okay, so where can the ladies find you, Aman? If they are interested, there's a lot of ladies going nuts in the comments, and they're like, this is so refreshing. Like, this was divine alignment. This man is saying all of the things I needed to hear. He is aware of his red flags. He's aware of his own insecurities. He is far beyond just a boobs and butt Uncle Luke kind of guy. Do you even know who Uncle Luke is at 26? Do you know who Uncle Luke is?
Of course I do.
Of course I do. Okay, all right. So he's got some seasoning, ladies.
Of course.
He's a little seasoned. Okay.
A little seasoned. I mean, there's all my friends are like me. I'm nothing special at all. I mean, my Instagram DM's open. LinkedIn.
Okay. So
one of the
LinkedIn,
things I love,
they can find you on LinkedIn. They can find you on Instagram. They can shoot you a DM.
Yeah, no, my DMs are always open. I'll be in DC for the next 2 days. One of the things I love doing is, so like I have hobbies, right? I've been playing lacrosse since I was in 7th grade, but I also do stand-up comedy. So I'm gonna do some shows here in DC.
Awesome.
Monday and Tuesday. So yeah, it's something I do.
Where's your show gonna be at?
I need to go ask my agent. So I don't know yet.
He has an agent. Okay, Aram.
But yeah, just DM me on Instagram. Where else? Yeah. Instagram. I'm super responsible on Instagram.
Perfect. So they can slide. Feel free to slide in Aram's DM. He is open to conversation. He is a 26-year-old young man, no children, faith-based fella who is, as he called, a tech nerd.
All right, let's not use nerd. Nerd's got a bad connotation.
You said it. I'm just repeating it.
You know what? Oh, my publicist isn't on the call right now. Jade has a better term than nerd.
So he's a tech intellect. And he appreciates a woman who is well-rounded, who carries herself well, who has ambition, who has goals, who is excited about life and brings some excitement into his. Someone who's open, appreciates travel, obviously, because you do a lot of traveling. And, you know, children is not a make or break, ideally no kids, but he's open to the right woman that has children. He's looking for somebody who is seasoned in age, although not a necessity. He wants to make sure he's aligning with the kind of woman that fits the mold of a long-term relationship and what he's looking for. No longer in a thought phase, tried it, is not for him. And he's ready to, would you say you're ready to settle down? Serious relationship?
You know, last relationship, I thought I was going to settle down. I told a couple of people this. So I bought equity in a diamond company because I had a custom ring in mind. So it's already in my mindset. It's what my mother expects. I don't live up to her expectations because I'm the rebellious child, but from my own accord, it's something that I'm looking forward to.
Okay. Who broke off the relationship? You or her?
It was me.
Why?
I wasn't ready. I wasn't. I wish I had matured more. I was like, all right. So
wait a minute. Time out, Aman. You bought stock in a diamond company because you wanted a long-term relationship.
Not just stock. I'm like investor number 3 in this company.
Okay.
And so what happened was this, right? I moved up to SF February of 2020, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then we're in the house March 2020. And so when we broke up, right, I'm like, yo, I'm out here. I'm making a lot more money than I did, right? No, one of the things that I wish people told you about like accumulating wealth was like, you want to invest this. No one tells you about the rise up, right? No one tells you about this, how you react. What does it mean for your family, right? What does your mom look at you about like, hey, you got to pay this bill. You want to do this? Hey, I'm looking to go on this vacation. No one tells you about that shit at all.
Mm-hmm.
And in my head, I was a dickhead. I'm over here. I'm like, oh shit, yeah, you with me. You saw me from here to here.
Right.
Now I'm trying to sleep with everybody. And I was like, well, shit, let me just break up because I know the grass is greener.
Ooh.
Yeah, it wasn't. It's
honesty.
not really.
It's the honesty for you.
Yeah, the grass ain't greener. And so did I play myself? No, but I learned a lot. And,
would you ever go back to her? Would she ever go back to you?
Would she ever go back to me? We talked about this. I don't think she would. Because I tried to get back with her and she's like, yeah, no, but I don't know. She's also a strong woman. I don't know. Probably not. Would I go back to her? Now that I think about it, no. It wouldn't be good for me. Because I'd be chasing back the memories. It's the woman who I loved versus the woman who she is now. And so, just try to move forward and just being a stronger person. So it's not healthy. We blocked each other on Instagram and stuff like that. It's we've moved forward as a people.
Okay. And
she's a black woman, that. So we learned.
I can respect that. I love this for you. I'm really glad that you decided to hop on. I was telling the ladies that, as I mentioned to you earlier, I'm working with a blog right now, a pretty big blog, to do a dating show. And I have some
people for you. I have some phenomenal people for you.
Awesome. Send them my way, man. Send them my way. So what it's going to be is a live introduction of 2 people. So I don't know if you know Kendra G, but she does this awesome live dating show where she's actually hooked up some people who are on their way to marriage. I think it's dope. But it's just one person that she speaks to, kind of like you and I right now. It gets a rundown of this person, who they are, what they do. I don't know how she attracts the crazies that she gets, but They are very eccentric people,
Okay.
for the most part. Sometimes she gets really good ones. Every once in a while, she gets like really good ones, high quality people. But I am looking for high quality men, high value women. The women that follow my page follow me, and you know what I coach to, what I speak to, you know, building your business, walking away better than when you walked in, fruitful and purposeful and profitable relationships, right? It's like it could be misconstrued as like sugar daddy stuff, but that is not the type of time that my students are on. And
Of
that is
course.
not the type of time that my genuine followers who watch my lives are on. So her show is freaking hilarious. I agree with you, Mach. Mach One Otto said her show's hilarious. It is. What we're looking for is more of a genuine connection kind of thing. So I would love to have you back again to kick it off officially. I would love, so I'm
Certainly.
definitely going to slide in your DM and try to coordinate that with you. I would love for you to share me with some of your friends. And the next time we do this, it'll be myself, the blog page, because we can have up to 4 people on the live, and then we will have you. And instead of us asking all the questions, we're going to kind of give you guys a speed dating session and then let you two chat live. And then you can decide if you want to, I don't want to call it smash or pass because that is so tacky. That is so tacky, but that's essentially the idea, right? Like,
Okay.
would you
Okay.
take it or would you leave it? And so
Okay.
the idea
Take it or
is
leave it. I love it.
take it or leave it. And so the idea is to decide, you know, at the end of that 3 to 5 minute conversation, are you going to take it or are you going to leave it? And then either that woman goes left and off to your position where now we're filling another man in alongside of her to see if they're more compatible. And then we do take it or leave it. And then that man will have an opportunity to meet someone else if it's a leave it, you see? So the idea is to give it like a speed dating test, but do it live and do it virtually and see if we can create some real genuine connections. I've been invited to 5 marriages this year, and I'd like to put 5 more under my belt through the holiday season. So let's see what we can cook up.
Let's make it happen. Let's make it happen. All right. Well, you have a wonderful night.
My
Thank you
pleasure.
so much for inviting me. You have a.
My pleasure.
All right. You have a great night.
You too, Aram. We'll talk soon.
Definitely. Bye.
Bye-bye. Awesome conversation. Ladies, I pinned Aram's Instagram. So if you want to reach out to him, you know where to reach out to him, how to reach out to him, how to connect with Aram. And I am excited for this. I'm really looking forward to this now. You know, what I needed was to see that there are high value men following my page and interested and intrigued in meeting the kind of women that want to curate relationships, right? And want to be useful and subservient to their men, and men that want to be useful and subservient to their women. And those ways just aligning versus, you know, I want a rich man for money and I want a hot chick to blow her back out. You know what I mean? Like the basics of attraction, we're so over it. That hasn't worked out for us in the past. So let's dive deeper and go deeper. Let's find out if this man believes in God. Is he faith-based? Does he want children? What is his relationship like with his mother? You know what I mean? Like, let's really start to put the pieces together of what the characteristics of a high value man really looks like. So I'm excited for this. Are you ladies excited for this? Drop me a heart right now in the comments if you are excited and looking forward to I'm not gonna say the names that I've came up with already because I gotta share it with the blog page first. But if you are excited about bringing this, you know, speed dating style thing to Instagram through my page and through this major blog page, drop me a heart right now in the chat and let me know that you are interested in being a part of the lineup. And we're going to have a Zoom call this week. I think we said Wednesday or Thursday. So we're going to have a Zoom call this week and chat about it. And in the meantime, you know, Aram's DM is open, ladies. You heard what kind of man he is. So don't play yourself. You know you got to come a certain way. So I would love to see it. Let me know how it goes. Let me know how the conversation ends for you. Let me know if Aram is flying you out to SF, as he calls it. This was awesome. I'm very much excited and looking forward to doing this. Now I have my confirmation And so do you, that there are high value men on Instagram. There are high value men online. There are high value men out here. You're just not putting yourself in proximity. You know what I mean? What's the drink, Coquito? It's this little Spanish drink. It's like eggnog, but Spanish style. How do I join the Zoom calls? You join the Zoom calls on Sunday through the Seth Sorority tab on when you log into s2eu.com. Seth Sorority tab. It'll go through your syllabus and give you the link to the living room, not the library. The library is self-study. The living room is our live class. You'll be able to get the link there. 'Tis the season. What they say? Santa's on his way. There'll be lots of joy and goodies. I love it. Oh, good question, Edith. How can I switch to the mentality to ask or receive from men? I have a very independent mentality and don't seem to have ever gotten or let myself receive benefits. So two things happen with this. One, you either don't believe, no, there's only 2 weekly calls. You either don't believe that you deserve to have these things and receive these things from men, or you simply don't know how to ask for what you want because you're afraid that he's going to say no. And so knowing how to ask is really important. That's number one. But also knowing what to ask for. We just want money. We're like, can I get some money? Can you send me some money? Let me get some money. And I'm telling you that just asking for money has no substance or value to it. And so his answer is immediately no, or his answer is I'll let you know later, or he finds some way to curve you. And it's only because he hasn't seen the value. Men that invest in their women want to make sure that they're investing in their women. They don't just want to give you money. Like they could just take you out and spend money on you. They could go buy you things. They could go get their fulfillment that way. But if he's physically giving you money, there's no gratification for him. There's no I did it. There's no check this off the list. There's no I helped you achieve this. There's no give myself kudos for helping you out and making sure you got this. There's none of that. It's just like I gave you money. I have no idea what you did with it, what you spent it on, how you used it. You could have took your girlfriends out. You could have bought out a VIP section on Saturday. I don't know what you did with it. No fulfillment for that man. And how selfish are we that we can fix our face to ask for an amount of money, but not return the reciprocity by giving him the satisfaction of fulfillment? Because real high value men are not afraid to invest in you. Real high value men are not afraid to spend money on their woman. What they don't want to do is just give their money away because they're high value men. They worked hard for it. They built it wisely. They have money because they make wise choices with money, not because they just throw it away to any old person who asks for it. Plenty of people in their family ask for their money. I promise you, they're not giving it to them. Why? Because that person in the family that's asking for money is not delivering substance, value, or reciprocity. The feeling of fulfillment has to be there, sis. And if he doesn't feel like he's fulfilled in some way, shape, or form from the money that he's given you or invested or sowed seeds in you, he's not going to want to keep doing it. It's that simple. He's not going to want to keep doing it. So you have to tie him to your goals. You have to say, this is where your money is going. This is what I need it for. This is what I'm working on. This is what I need your help with. Here's how you can show up for me in a way that elevates me, which in turn, once I'm elevated, I can turn back and give you that energy in return. I can exchange that energy with you. I can make you a better man because I'm now a better woman. And I'm working on that with or without you. Having your help just expedites the process. You know what I mean? Having your help with that just expedites the process. It makes it faster for me. You heard what he said. There's a thing missing. I got some flaws. I want to be the best version of myself. That's what women do. We make men the best version of themselves. Hello? A good woman, anyway. Because a bad one will just shambles. Leaves this man feeling insecure, vulnerable, shambles, okay? Pure and utter and total shambles. Thank you, sis. Just got a fresh blowout. You know what I'm saying? A little fresh. How they do it in the Instagrams? Like this? Fresh blowout, baby. It's a fresh blowout. You like it? Thank you so much. Thank you. He said, look, you ladies are always in my comments talking about you're fat. Did you hear what he said? He said, listen, if you curvy, I could take it. I can't, because the gym is nothing. I love being in the gym. I'll take you with me. Are y'all silly or slow? You weren't listening? You didn't hear him? You said everything that needed to be said. Cheers to you, Aman. Oh, I turned off my camera. Let me try it again. Cheers to you, Aman. Cheers to you, friend. Thank you. Aram, we appreciate you. Cheers, Carolina. All right, I'm out of questions. So my friend said I'm toxic and he tells me I'm lying. But while I'm gone, he walked my dog and tried to build me a tent. Do you be lying, sis? Are you lying? Are you a liar? That's not a question. So I really can't answer it, but my only question to you is, are you lying? Do you be lying? I'm 220 and my new boo paying for the trainer. It's the energy. I know that's right. Girl, believe me, I know what 220 feels like. I am 230 right now, and it's not giving. It's not giving. Only reason why I be mad when they're like, get to the gym is because I know I need to get to the gym. I know. Baby, I'm going to be a motivation. Go, 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 go. I was attacked and abused by a guy. So it's like I'm afraid of other guys. Sis, it is time for you to heal. It is not time for you to date, okay? It is not time for you to date. It is time for you to take the time to heal, okay? Do not be dating out here right now. Do not put yourself through that. Do not try to figure it out while you deal with another dude. Heal first. There's a process to that. Get some help through the healing. Okay? Get some help through the healing. Aww. My stepdaughter just texted me and said, you look so pretty in your life. Thank you, Lexi. Thank you. That means a lot coming from you, Miss Makeup Queen. So thank you. Because I did my own makeup tonight. Do it look good? Does it look good, girl? Is it giving? I feel like went a little too much on the cheek, a little too much in the contour. But I'm learning, girl. You see me? I'm learning, honey. And it's giving. It's giving non-shiny. It's giving non-greasy. Yes, it's giving matte finish. What you're seeing right now is lighting. That's the shine. That's on purpose. But it's giving, right? I figured it out, child. And it only took me 2 tries. Y'all know I do not do good with the makeup. Makeup is not my thing. But I said, you know what? Level up, level up, level up, level up, level up. It's time to learn how to do some makeup. I was going for dewy. A little dewy finish. A little dewy. You know what I mean? I've been single for a while and finally dating again, attracting great guys, but unsure how to handle compliments or someone being interested in me in general. Do I compliment back or just say thanks? Ooh, sis, it's time for you to come and work with me. It is time for you to come and work with me. So right now, I am in a phase of just appreciation and and receiving, right? So I'm in my season of receiving. Excuse me. What that means for me is just appreciating when someone gives me a compliment, taking it and filling my cup up. And then when I feel my cup, when I feel my cup has been filled and is full, I then start to give those back out. I start to pour out of my cup into others, right? So like tomorrow or tonight, as ladies are like, oh my God, your makeup looks so good, you're so beautiful. I'm gonna start like my stepdaughter filling my cup up and saying, you look so beautiful in your live. That just topped me off. Like that just completely overflowed the cup because she don't even really, she's 21. So out of sight, out of mind. She don't really text me. She don't call me no more. I'm like, bottom of the barrel. Me and dad is just me and dad. We just bottom of the barrel. You know what I mean? So for her to text me and reach out to me is like overflows my cup, right? Not me about to get emotional. Do not on this live right now over a compliment. But it literally fills my cup up. And so it's the liquor. It's the extra Bacardi that I put in here. But once my cup is full, because it's important for me to fill up before I can fill everyone else up around me. Otherwise, it's just disingenuine compliments and just saying something just to say it. Like when somebody's like, you're so beautiful. And I'm like, thank you. You are too. If I would have meant that, I would have said it to them first, right? Like it's just an initial, it's a people pleasing response. It's a response that we give to people when we feel like we owe them, when we can't just be in a place of reception, you know? So instead of me being in a season of say it back, I'm in a season of selfishness. And once my cup is filled up, I then begin to pour out into others. Does that make sense? And I think you should try it. It's Christmas. Give yourself a gift. Let people compliment you, appreciate it, receive it. Hit them back later with the compliment. See what I'm saying? Like you see how I was able to appreciate Aman and be like, I appreciate your stature, your demeanor. I could tell you're a high value man. I was filling him with compliments, right? Which emptied my cup a little bit, a little bit, a little bit. I had this much left. And then I got that text that said, you look so beautiful in your live, and I'm full again. And now that I'm full again, I can start dishing those out again. You see what I'm saying? So it's about receiving until you're full, because if you're not full, you can't feed anyone else. Does that make sense? If you're not full, you cannot feed anyone else. Because if you're starving, how are you going to go out and get the next meal? You know what I mean? If your spirit is starving, how are you going to feed the next person's spirit if your spirit is starving? You can't. You can't. So that's the season I'm in right now. So today in the mall, I had no makeup on. My hair was a mess. I was in a one-piece like Spider-Man suit, them one-piece suits that just go all the way down to your ankle. You know what I'm talking about. I was in one of those and a green sweater, you know what I mean, walking around the mall. And I got so many compliments. You're so beautiful. I love your personality. Oh, you're such an amazing spirit. Blah, 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 blah. Filled, 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 filled. So appreciate those compliments. Do not dig into your people-pleasing space where you feel like you have to give that back right away, because you don't. The goal is to fill your cup up first, and then you have enough in you to fill up others. So it's important to receive that. You don't have to tell a man he's so handsome because he told you that you're beautiful. You could just appreciate that compliment, and when you're full, you give it back to him later. And you know what? The first thing I noticed about you is how good you smell. And I really appreciate a man that cares about himself enough to not just, take care of himself with the shower and all of that, but to figure out which fragrance really highlights his output and energy that night. And you captured it completely. and it was like a magnet for me. As soon as you spoke and you gave me a compliment, I immediately noticed how incredible you smell. You smell like a magnet. Compliments go crazy. Listen, ladies, let me put you onto a little tip and let me put you onto a little word of advice. Compliment men. Compliment men. I know you get compliments all the time. I know you get compliments all the time. Men are like, "Oh, you're so beautiful. Hey, gorgeous." Blah 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 blah. They might be, you might be in the wrong part of town. They might be like, "Hey, yo, ma," but whatever it is, compliment quality men. When you sit next to them, look at their shoes, look at their belt, and tell them how much you appreciate their effort to put on a pair of shoes and a belt that matches. Not many men come out the house and care if their shoes match their belt. I noticed that right away about you. You see? What are you wearing? What do you mean, what am I wearing? I mean, what are you wearing? It's like drawing me in. I feel like the old cartoons that are just following the smell. You smell magnetic. What is that? You see? You smell like a man who knows exactly how to exude the scent that goes with his energy, and you smell really good. Don't just tell him he smells good or he smells great. You smell infatuating. You smell invigorating. You smell like intrigue. You see what I'm saying? Give him you you smell like the old cartoons where the skunk is following the smell in the air. Like I literally was drawn to you. I kind of want to know what that is, but I kind of don't care because I know it's not going to smell like that on anyone else but you. I've smelled that many, many times before, but I've never smelled it like I do this evening. Something about your organic energy just highlights the fragrance, and it smells so good on you. Don't try to be talking about me because I'm sipping. I'm trying to give you the tea. I'm trying to give you the gems now. Don't be picking on me. Because I'm good and I'm great. Even when I'm not at my finest, I'm at my finest. Okay? What's that? mm. Say even when I'm not at my finest, I'm at my finest. All right, I need some makeup wipes because I'm ready for bed and I need to wipe this off my face. Give me a second, you guys. Let me go get some wipes. I'm gonna hang with y'all for a few minutes. I'm gonna take off my makeup and we're gonna hang out for a few minutes while I do that, and then I gotta go because I'm coquitoed out. I should have drank wine because I'm not even saucy. I'm like a little sexy, but not saucy. So I'm over it. I've been drinking for 2 hours. I'm over it. Let me get some makeup wipes. Hold on. I'm saucing. I'm saucing. I'm saucing on you. Slanging. I'm slanging. I'm slanging on you. Hang on. Raviana, why are you still awake? You're supposed to be sleeping, girl. Dang. I had to go all the way upstairs to get these wipes. It's the only thing that takes my lipstick off. So, it's been a long evening, you guys. We've been hanging out, hanging tough. It's time to wrap. It's time to wrap this thing up. You know what I mean? Oh, excuse me. See, once I start burping and stuff, it's time to get off live. Like, Will this be in the Level Up Library? I might put this in the Level Up Library, but if I do, I feel like Amon needs to run me a bag for this to go in the Level Up Library, because his Instagram is gonna blow up crazy. You know what I mean? Any suggestions for me to prepare as I begin the course? Yes, pay close attention. Pay close attention. Okay? Do not sleep on the information. Do not go into class or the Level Up Library without taking notes. Find a sus sister. Yes, I do have advice. Make sure you give it time that it deserves, because if you do this without giving it the time that it needs and deserves, you'll get nothing out of it. Sorry, I'm about to make a lot of ugly faces right now because I'm taking off my makeup. I love how y'all be trying to tell me everything. Wipe outward so you don't stretch the skin under the eyes. I appreciate it though. You know what I mean? How about you tell me how to not get my lashes caught up in this paper towel thing? We're wrapping up, ladies and gentlemen. It's the end of the night here. We're wrapping up. It's been a good time. We've had fun. It's been real. But it is time to go. Listen, the only thing that will get this lipstick off like this, there's nothing else in the world that'll do like this, look. Except this wipe. I'm telling you, this lipstick does not come off for anything. This right here, $20 a pack. But baby, I'm sorry, did you just refer to yourself as Big Dong? Why leaving now, sweetie? Big Dong, come on the scene. Sir, I don't know if you know, but there is nothing sexy about what you just said. Like, not even a little bit sexy. Not kind of sexy, not sort of sexy, not remotely even a little bit sexy. There is nothing. You need to go take some tips from Amon. Because, sir, it's a no. It's a negative. You're not getting into my live ever. No. Like, what? Dong? Mr. Dong is on the scene? Why would you even say that about yourself? Like, no. Ew. It's a hell no. Absolutely not. No. It's a hell no, absolutely not. It's a negative no. All right, all right. Let's get this makeup off. I did half of it because I want y'all to see I'm really pretty in real life. A little bit conceited, you know what I'm saying? I'm conceited. I got a reason. I look way too good without makeup. I look way too good. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But no, for real. The lipstick is Color Stay, and literally this shit does not come off. Like, you see my straw? Look, I've been drinking this whole time. Look, nothing, not even a pink smidge. Look, nothing on my glass. Look, nothing. It is the truth. Maybelline Color Stay. Makeup face? No makeup face. Makeup face? No makeup face. I see how y'all be getting the boys. I see how y'all do it now. I see how y'all do it. Y'all run that makeup up. And baby, when you run that makeup up, you know what I mean? Versus that fresh face. You know what I mean? Very few of us can do the fresh face. Maury Jamie. Maury Jamie, thank you. Happy weekend to you too, friend. Thank you. All right. See, this is why I don't like makeup, but I like the way I did it tonight because it was very light and subtle. Like, look how much makeup is on there. That's not a lot. I think I could even use this for this side. All right, I got a couple more questions. What else we got? Nope, same questions. I'm only on here for a few more minutes, you guys. So if you want to talk to me, come and talk to me. I really want to meet you. I really want to know your name. Doom, 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 doom. Come and talk to me. I really want to. Oh no, I lost a couple lashes. There will be no end of the year sales, sis. I'm so sorry. You missed the sales, baby. You missed it. It was Black Friday. Ain't gonna be no sales like that no more. No, ma'am. You missed it, girl. You missed it. You missed it. You missed out. You might catch that sale today, though. The $45 one. You might catch that. Mm-mm-mm. I was dealing with a funeral during Black Friday. I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. Well, you know what? Send me some information. Send me a DM, and I'll make sure you got a coupon code to hook you up with what you need. I got you, sis. Ow. I have an eyelash. Oop, got it. One thing about these lashes, this daggone thing is going to rip them out. So this is not enough, ladies. You still have to wash your face after, but I'm telling you, these makeup wipes are the truth. Mm-mm, 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 mm-mm. Come and talk to me. Ooh. Mm-mm. Come on now. Stop ripping out the lashes. You're doing too much. Just pay good money for these now. Come on now. Someone asked for tips on how to level up your appearance and your style. That's a good question. So my advice to you would be figure out what about you don't like and go fix it. You know what I mean? Don't ask me about style because, girl, I go to the thrift store. I love the thrift store. I love the thrift store. Like, I'm a thrift store kind of lady. You know what I mean? I love the thrift store. So I'm really not the one to ask on style. Style's not really my experience and forte. But like, for example, I didn't like the fact that I couldn't put on makeup to save my life. I could not put on makeup. Like, no matter what I did, my makeup always came out looking crazy because I didn't know what I was doing. So I invested in figuring out how to properly put on makeup. I invested in good quality makeup. I got some Giorgio Armani cover up. You know what I mean? Some Giorgio Armani foundation. You know what I mean? Some YSL something, something, something. And I don't even really know the names of them for real. But I went ahead and invested in that because I didn't like the fact that I didn't know how to put on makeup. And I'm on camera a lot. And the videos and stuff that I do go viral. And I look crazy with the makeup. So I said, I'm going to learn how to do my makeup. So when I go out with my man, I look proper. When I hop online on camera, I look proper. And that's what I'm gonna do. I invested in, some skincare stuff because I want to take care of my skin. I don't like the way my skin is, a little lumpy and bumpy here. Got a little couple blackheads and stuff I gotta deal with. You know what I mean? I didn't like my teeth. I love my teeth now. My teeth. Oh, they're so pretty. I need some more back here. You know what I mean? But over here still look good. But I need some at the bottom. I need some at the top. We're going to get those implants in January. I tried to get them in December. They said that it's too soon. I need to let the bone heal. So, but I'm just saying, invest in solving the problems that you don't like about yourself. You know what I mean? My skin glows because of purpose, sis. You know what I mean? My skin glows because of purpose. I was looking at the Dior bronzer today, but I didn't like it. Not the bronzer. I was looking at the foundation. I didn't like it. I don't really think I need a huge contour. I feel like what I did today was enough. I don't know how to contour yet, so let's slow it down a little bit. Let's slow it down a little bit. But I could tell you that I definitely know about foundation. I definitely know about what's it called? What did I get today? Foundation. What else? What else did I learn about today? I learned about foundation. I learned about highlighter. I learned about setting powder. And I learned about primer. Shout out to the primer. Yeah, no, for real. Shout out to the primer. I just figured that out today. And I love it. It's like my favorite thing. So let me turn this check around. You cannot be exposing all your information, sis. What are you doing? Thank you. Thank you. I've realized that makeup just, spices up a little bit, a little shine. But underneath it all, what do you look like? Who are you? Are you still a genuine person? Do you still love on people? Do you still appreciate and value people? Who are you underneath all that makeup? all that makeup is cute and stuff, but like, who are you underneath it all? Like, who are you when the curtains close? Who are you when the shit hits the fan? You know what I mean? Who are you? Yes, I am Hispanic. My mother is white and Puerto Rican, and my dad is black and like, I don't know, Native American Indian or something like that. Way down the line. We did some what is that called when you figure out your heritage or whatever? We did that. Come on, wipes dry. So yeah. Thank you. The DNA thing. But it's called something. The particular one. It's called like family tree something, 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 something. I know, but I don't have a lash brush down here. It's upstairs. I didn't pick them. They was clumpy a little bit in the corner. Dang, y'all know my heels. Yeah. Sheesh. Dang. Y'all be on my ancestry. Thank you. Thank you. I met a guy on a dating app. We've been talking for a couple of weeks. Oh, it keeps moving. He doesn't live in my state. He's coming to visit me this week. I'm super nervous. Any advice? Yes, get your goals in order. Don't talk about what you want to do. Talk about what you are doing. If you're not working on any of your goals, start working on them now. It's never too late. But you want to be able to speak to what you are doing, not speak to what you want to do. Nobody cares about what you want to do. They only care about what you are doing. Okay? So don't play yourself and sit down and talk about, I want to open a med spa. I want to do this. I want to do that. No. How about I'm working on my credit right now. I just took care and knocked out 3 things so that I could get my credit score to a strong 740 so that I could get this loan and open up my med spa. That's what we want. You know what I mean? We want to be able to talk to these men like, oh, you know who you're talking to? Yes. Ambition, baby. She got that ambition, baby. Look in her eyes. Last week we mopped the floors. Today is the fries. Stick by my side. The other dude's calling. Yeah, that's nice. But you stay right, girl. Because when you get on, you get more than a happy meal. All right, y'all. I'm out of here now. I'm tired. Come work with me, sis. Is this her? Come and work with me. I'm ready to start dating again. It's been a year for me. I've been healing and loving life. I'm ready to present myself to the world and be high value men. Let's go. Slide in the GM. Put me in coach. I can't wait to take your course. Listen, the course, there's a piece of my course right now. It's called The Rich Man Roadmap. It's how to meet a rich man in person for $47 right now. If you go to the link in my bio, you tap on how to meet a rich man in person, you will get access to it for $45 instead of $97. Don't play yourself. You know, that's like $11 on Affirm or something. Like $11, $11.48 or something, $11.45. Girl, don't wait. Don't play yourself. Go on and do it. Ole do it. Ole do it. hmm You're an excellent couch. I'm just playing. You meant to say coach, but don't stop, please. I promise you I won't. It says $97. That's the Rich Man Masterclass. You have to go to Meet a Rich Man in person. not Meet a Rich Man online. Meet a Rich Man online is not on sale. Meet a Rich Man in person is on sale. I do offer one-on-one coaching, but it is a 5-figure investment. Or you could do a single one-on-one for $9.97. We're going to finish this together. You and me, we in this. I am not even remotely a little bit buzzed. I'm never drinking this again. Never again. Maybe I didn't drink it fast enough. I don't know. But I'm not feeling it. Girl, it is $47 today. Go get it today. It's 11.40 something, 11.45, 11.48. I forget how much it is. $12, girl. You can get it on Afterpay for $12. I'm in your program. I've been talking about. So talk to me about this tomorrow. Let's talk about this tomorrow. I want to talk more about my goals when he comes to visit me in my town. Please talk about this tomorrow. Bring it up. Come on come on the call. Turn your camera on. I don't know who you are because your screen name is just FJ32001. So I don't really know who you are. But, excuse me, make yourself present tomorrow, please. Okay? Because by the grace of God, I'm here tomorrow. I wasn't even supposed to be here. I was supposed to be in Miami filming. We almost there. We are almost there. We are almost there. I'm new to your program. I definitely will. Please be on the call tomorrow. You can go to study hall. I'm sorry. You can go to Sweet Tully. I'm lying. I'm lying again. S2EU.com. Log in. No, it's Coquito, baby. No Baileys. S2EU.com. Go to SES sorority seat. Tap it. And in the very beginning is your syllabus. And in your syllabus, it'll give you everything you need, baby, to meet me tomorrow. I gotta get my eyebrows microbladed again. They're looking a little skinty over here. They're looking a little light right here. I need a little, my hair don't grow right here. You can see it? I need that filled in. I need that blackened up. Darken that up. Because that looks crazy. It ain't that bad over here. Because I got hair over here. I'm gonna need my good sis to darken that. I need to touch up. It's time for touch up. Y'all hanging tough with me tonight. Y'all don't want no sleep? It's 1 in the morning. I got church tomorrow. What am I doing? I got church in the morning. Thank you. My lash tech is a bomb. I'm gonna tag her in my stories. She's so fire. You know what that means. Time to go. Time to put away the coquito. Love y'all. Thank you for going with me on this crazy journey tonight of I'm surprised Instagram didn't kick me off. They're like, you've been on for 4 hours. They love me today. Thank you. So I'm gonna slide out. But I appreciate y'all. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for tapping in. Thank you, Aman, for being so dope and amazing. I can't wait to connect you with the woman of your dreams and invite me to the wedding. Okay, I'm fast forwarding a little bit, but you get the point. I love y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. Remember, this is hard work. It is not just a luxury. It's a lifestyle. Ciao.